Welcome, folks. Welcome to Spur of the Moment. I'm Swiss, aka Devin Manuels, here alongside my host Gus. You know what I mean? We're gonna tune in. We're gonna have a good show. We got a lot of good topics for y'all. But before we get into it, just let me check on my host Gus, see how he feeling and how the week been for him. What's good? How you been?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. Appreciate you, bro. I'm good.
Anything likewise, you know that.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good week, you know. It'll be up and downs, but you know you mostly focus on the ups.
Right.
A little bit of stress here or there, but overall I'm good, man. I'm here, man. I'm good. What's up with you though?
Regular, same here, man. You know what I mean, could be better, could be worse.
Right.
So I ain't complaining. But yeah, we got a good show today. Let's jump right into it. Let's get into some of these topics, man.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. First topic of today's show, we're gonna ask about Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers himself. Doc is been in the media lately because Doc got something going on as far as Doc being potential inductee into the Hall of Fame. A lot of people, it's different opinions on both sides as far as if he's supposed to go in, if he's not supposed to go in. What's your take on that?
You like that?
I would say longevity. I give it to him just because he's been around. He has been winning, but the other side, I guess the flip side of it is like, yo, man, you blew a lot of 3-1. I know the media say that a lot, and I'm not trying to repeat what they say, but that do mean something. You blew a lot of 3-1 leads. Only championship you got is with Boston. And it says a lot because the year KG got injured, they didn't get past the Orlando Magic. So I'm kind of caught on the fence with it, man. I wouldn't vouch for him to be there, but if he got there and he got in, I wouldn't be mad either, if that makes sense.
All right, so here's my thing. So Doc Rivers has 1,192 career regular season wins, bro. That is 6 all time. Out of all the coaches that have ever coached in the NBA, he's coached 27 seasons. He has a 580 win percentage.
Not bad,
114 career playoff wins, which is 4th all time. So you look at the guy, he's 6 all time in regular season wins. He's 4th all time in playoff wins, bro. He's top 10 in both. I don't see how you could probably keep him out. I don't like the way his last, I'll say 5 years have gone. I'm not going to lie. I feel like he should have stayed out a little bit longer and waited for a better situation, got to a better team. Right. So I don't like the way his...
That's the easy route out. Whenever they see a star player, superstar player, such as like a Giannis, it makes it easier for them to just run over there. And,
it didn't work.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's kind of where I'm on the fence. It's like, yo, you did the championship you got. You played with you had Paul Pierce, you had KG, a young Rondo, and Ray Allen, and then it's like after that, you ain't really played with as much talent as them, and you was never able to do it again. So that kind of begged me to ask the question: is like, is it the players that won the championship, or did you? Well, obviously they did, but what role did you play in it? Because like I mentioned, KG got injured the year after the championship, and they lost to the Orlando Magic. So I don't know, man. It's like I said, I wouldn't vouch for him to be on there, but if he does get inducted, then I'm okay with it.
KD not, but the thing is, KD was the heart and soul of the team. You talk about defensively, you talk about intensity, you talking about, you know, all the things they praised Draymond Green for on the defensive end. That was KG, but way better. No disrespect to Draymond.
Right.
No disrespect to Draymond. KG was a real shot blocker, a real presence in the post. So I'm not gonna say, of course, they're not gonna win it again with KG out, but I mean,
but that's what I'm saying.
With coaching
when
with
do
me,
your
bro,
coaching step in to go around that?
I feel like, but how far you gonna get without your Tim Duncan? You ever seen the Spurs win championship with Tim Duncan with that?
Nah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get too far, bro. I can see you making the playoffs. Probably be a first round
I can
exit.
also see Greg Popovich making some type of adjustment.
Yeah, to get
and beat
to
a team that they supposed to beat.
Yeah, to get to probably to the Western Conference Finals, but not to actually win the whole thing probably. Because I seen years when it was just Manu or Tony Parker out, and that affected our offense so much, and we
Oh yeah, I
weren't
forgot.
able
I
to win
am talking to a
championships.
Spurs fan here.
So
I am
it's
talking to a
like,
Spurs fan here.
yeah, but a 580 win percentage all time, bro. With coaches, what else can you look at other than wins? I mean, yeah, you can look at certain games if they didn't make adjustments, obviously, or whatever, but sometimes coaches make adjustments and players don't listen. Sometimes players do their own thing. If it's me, I'm giving him Hall of Fame. I'm giving him Hall of Fame. He's
I'm
six
saying
all
you
time
vouch,
to
so
win.
you vouching for him to get into the Hall of Fame.
Yes, I'm vouching for Doc Rivers to get in the Hall of Fame. I'm
See,
vouching
but
for Doc.
with the wins, is like, yo, is that because longevity or is that because
I mean,
you're savvy?
that
as
play
a
a big
coach?
part. 27 years, yeah, play a big part. Hell
So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm on the fence because it's like, yo, 27 years, that's a long time to be.
But also,
Coaching.
if you make it to coach 27 years, you're actually good. It's
When
not
you-
bad coaches that's still around at the 20.
Let's look at the
You're
players
gonna
that
get better.
that he had on his team throughout the course.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so it's different. I'm not saying that, oh, he can't, because every team gonna have a superstar, that he can't have no superstar on the team or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is, it's like, it's almost, you're not playing the play. How much are the players going to contribute opposed to what you bring to the table and how much you
Yeah,
contribute?
his
is
game
what I'm
planning and
saying.
stuff. That's the thing, bro. Like, I've heard people criticize the game plan, and the people don't really.
And
I'm not gonna say people don't respect him in a sense, but people have criticized his ability to make adjustments, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially I've heard them knock him in Milwaukee a whole bunch about not being able to make adjustments, not knowing when to make adjustments, not knowing what adjustments to make. Um, I, with me, I just feel like the style of play he wanted to take over there didn't work. I feel like he wanted, to try to run a certain type of offense, and it wasn't built for that team.
This ain't Boston.
This is facts, and this is the thing, bro. I love Giannis. I really do love Giannis, but what Giannis got to realize, and what the NBA got to realize, is Giannis won a championship in a down year for the NBA. Let's just be honest. I really do. Giannis is one of my favorite.
But what year
personally,
ain't
one of my
a down
favorite.
year?
Huh?
What year ain't a down year when somebody win championships?
But that was a real down year. I think Kyrie got hurt that series, right?
We can name a whole bunch of times during these seasons where that took place.
It was no Clay or Steph in the finals. Bro, it was a down year for the NBA that year. The West wasn't really that strong. The KD steps on the line. It should have been a 3-pointer to win the game. Kyrie got injured that series. I just feel like the year they won it was. If you
Was
look
it a
at that
down?
year, it was more. That year was the most down since the bubble, or if that came before. Those was the two
I don't
most
agree
down
with that.
years in most recent history.
But was it down because it didn't go the way majority of fans and things thought it was gonna go? Not having Steph and not having.
That's
certain
why I said
players.
it's a down year. Yeah,
Because
when,
other players-
when those other guys are injured, when the main guys are injured, bro, and they're not there to fight at the end, bro, like it's kind of a down year. I'm not gonna take nothing away from nobody's championship, bro. You still got to put in the work. You still gotta, you know what I'm saying? You still gotta play
you
defense.
look back, but then you look back
Still
at
gotta
Golden
make
State.
shots. Yo, peace. How y'all doing, chat? What's up with y'all?
I mean, you figure Golden State in 2015, it was the same scenario pretty much. Every round of the playoffs, a star player was missing. So, how, like, you know what I mean?
So you want to call that a down year? I mean, it's up to you how you look at it.
Yeah, I guess.
If you want to call that a down year, I'm not gonna take it away from you. I'm not gonna take it away from you.
I
But
got you.
but do I think Doc Rivers deserved to be in the Hall of Fame? Just having 27 years of longevity, I think that speaks in itself, bro.
Speak more
not
on the good side than
27.
the bad.
Yeah, I think that more outweighs the bad. It's not 27 years as an assistant coach. You got 27 years as a head coach, 6 all time in regular season wins, 4th in the playoffs. Has there been people talking about him not being able to make adjustments and Everybody gonna have a couple haters here. It is what it is.
Well,
Do you think you could coach 27 years and not know how to make adjustments? You think that's possible to win an NBA title and not know how to coach?
I'm saying we when we talking about these type of things, we talking about in comparison to other coaches and decision making and all that with other coaches. Where does he stand? Because obviously, yeah, he wouldn't have got a job coaching and he wouldn't have got millions of dollars. Said otherwise, but
Can you feel like you can name 10 coaches better than Doc Rivers
well, all time?
off the top of your head?
Yeah, hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down, hands down.
So let me hear 10.
We could just throw in the
And it could be
No,
we said all time, so
yeah,
it could be
all time.
It could be
I
80s,
got
90s,
Don
2000s.
Nelson. You
Yeah,
keep
go ahead,
count.
go ahead.
Don Nelson.
And he coached the Warriors at one point. He coached a few teams. Didn't he coach Dallas too?
Yeah, for a little. Yep. Don Nelson. Rick Adelman.
Rick Adams, I know Rick.
Mike Dunleavy Sr.
Yes, I'm giving you Mike.
You can throw Phil Jackson. You can
Pop.
throw them regular guys in
Pop.
there.
Go ahead, that's 5 right
Pat
there.
Riley.
That's 6. I got a good one for you. I got an interesting one for you.
Who that?
They got the same amount of championships.
Who that?
Who would you rather take, Eric Spoelstra or Doc Rivers?
Give me
Both
Eric.
got
Give
one
me Eric.
championship.
Give me Eric. Give me Eric.
I like that.
Give me Eric.
You taking Eric all day over that?
All day.
All right, so I think we got 7.
Eric.
Cause you do Mike in there and then we do Eric. So that's 7.
Who else?
What about boy that used to coach Phoenix? When Nash and him was there, then I think he coached the Knicks too.
Oh, you talking about
What about him?
D'Antoni?
D'Antoni. What about D'Antoni? No championships, I don't think.
No, I'm not giving No, I won't.
What about boy from the Pacers? He got one with the Mavericks. I forget his name. Bald head. He got one with the Mavericks. But
Oh yeah. What is his
now.
last? What is
He got the one with Dirk.
I know who you're talking about.
I forget his name.
It'll
I
come,
don't
it'll
like
come
this
to
dude.
me. It'll come to me.
I think I'm taking him over him
But
too.
I would take him.
That's 8.
Yes, indeed. I would take him. Then I got Lenny Wilkins. I'll throw Lenny Wilkins ahead of him. And who else? I'll probably throw one of these modern day cats that's in there. That's a good coach and been around.
Your boy. What about him? Golden
Who
State.
that?
I don't think he makes
Kerr?
adjustments. Do you think
No,
is Steve Kerr better than?
Same type.
That's a good one. Before we move on,
wouldn't-
this is one conversation I've been waiting to have for so long. Is Steve Kerr's job hard? Let's be honest.
To me, no.
Steve Kerr, can you coach you feel like you could coach the Warriors when Steph and him was just run up and down?
Yeah, and I probably would have won more championships.
I don't think Steve. I'm not taking nothing away from his championships he got with Mike. I think he got one with us. I think.
Yeah. He got,
I'm not taking away his
I think
player
he got two with y'all.
championships. He put in real work for those. You hit big shots for them
Right.
championships. I respect it. I'm not about to sit here and tell you that I think Steve Kerr had to put in work to coach them Golden State Warriors. I feel like you could have brought in a couple guys off the streets to coach those teams.
Yeah. Mark
But
Jackson set that system up.
Mark?
Unfortunately for Mark, and things didn't work out on his end.
What about him over Doc? We ain't even say him.
I just need more of a resume from Mark. From what I've seen, I would take Mark, but I would just give
What
Doc
about
the edge
Stan
'cause
and Jeff, the Van Gundys?
Because I'm being realistic here too. I'm
No,
not
no,
just
I'm
going
just
to throw
asking.
somebody.
No.
We at 9, so I wouldn't put.
I'm just throwing.
I think they are. Well,
I'm
I'll
just throwing them out
say.
there.
I'll say Jeff more than Stan. I don't think
Okay.
Stan is
Stan is the one that coached Orlando.
Orlando, Dwight Howard, and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
the
I
fat
would
one.
say Jeff probably
The
would be a
glasses.
better coach if I could pick. But
I like
again,
Jeff.
with his longevity opposed to Jeff's, I got to roll with him. So
I like Stan more as an announcer.
yeah.
No
right.
funny
rock
shit.
with
I
Stan.
like to listen to. I like
both of them. Yeah.
What
I'm not
about
announcing.
Lawrence Frank?
I wouldn't throw Lawrence over him.
Okay, that's respectable. I think we did name 10 though. I was just throwing some other guys out there.
I think we at 9, but
Oh, no, we are at 9. We are at 9.
I can,
We are at
and
9,
then
facts.
even though I got one more in this, and I don't even like him, George Karl. I'll throw George Karl in before.
I didn't like
take
the
him.
way.
I like George
yeah,
Karl. I just don't like him as far as I know him as a person.
I
watching
would.
sports.
Yeah, the way
That's what I'm
the
saying.
way
I don't
his
know him
players
personally.
was talking about him. Oh, what about the old school dude from Detroit? That was that they wanted Melo to get drafted by. What's his name again? I know him good. I just forget his name. He drafted Darko Milicic, right?
Yeah, damn, he passed away. God rest him. It'll come.
Yeah, I used to like him, but
Yeah.
I used to
Flip Saunders.
Flip. Yeah, flip. There we go. Yo, see, listen, we know our sports, bro. Stick with us, man. Y'all gonna love us, man. If y'all love those other sports shows, y'all gonna love us, man. I got my guy hosting the show. We're gonna have a great show.
You know that.
Excuse me. My guy is hosting the show today. We're gonna have a great show. We're gonna start doing that, flip-flopping it back and forth. Some days Swiss gonna host, some days Gus gonna host, but we always gonna bring y'all a good show. If you want to, I'm not asking, I'm not begging. Stars cost like 99 cents. If you got a business or a brand or something you want to promote or you want me to support, I'll come support your business best way possible as I can. But stars are 99 cents, bro. You know, if you want to, send a couple stars, but we appreciate the love. Back to
just before I start back the next topic, I just wanted to shout out to the chat. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to Sam. You already know.
Facts.
Shout out to the guys.
Shout out. It was 20 people in here when we first started. Shout out to that.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
But moving
Come back.
forward, that's right.
Larry Brown.
We're gonna get into it.
Come on,
we're gonna get into it. Yeah, Larry Brown, we didn't even mention that.
Come on. I'm taking Larry Brown over there.
100%.
I'll take Larry Brown.
But that was just something, but that was light. That was
light
fact.
Work. That was off the top of the dome.
No disrespect
that was
to him.
A freestyle,
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But how good is it if we can name 10 off the top of the head?
Well, you figure it's only a handful of coaches like that that's gonna be remembered, and to me, he gonna fall in the middle of the pack. So the names that we named and then included him in the middle of the pack, and then we probably can name some of the guys that I disagree with in the back end. Okay. So you get what I'm saying?
Nah, facts.
But moving forward, man.
Right. That was I like that.
We also got some trending news. Luka and AR is likely out for the first round of the playoffs, man.
Is Caboot and Alo still here?
Trump.
Damn.
Talk to us. How you feeling about that? What's your take on that?
You know what, man? Listen, this is what I'm gonna say about LeBron carrying the Lakers, right? And I'm gonna be completely honest with you, right? And I gotta be honest.
I'm listening.
Listen, man. The Lakers is fucking cooked. The Lakers is done with 41-year-old LeBron leading them. It's over, bro. I respect the Lakers. I respect everything they did this year. They fought to get that third seed. Luka is out for the foreseeable future. Austin Reeves expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, it's over, bro. I'm talking first round, 4-1, gentleman's sweep. Yeah, tight. Yeah. I don't even think they're going to win it. They might not win a game. Oh, so who they looking at right now?
Minnesota.
That's a sweep. They're done. Lakers gonna get swept.
It could be somebody else in the mix. I will have to take a quick glance. Every game is something.
If they don't get Austin Reeves or Luka Doncic back, yeah, when you take the glance, we'll figure it out. If they don't get Austin or Luka back for the first round for something, it's over. It's a sweep. Clean sweep. If it's Houston, if it's Minnesota, it's clean sweep. It's clean sweep. And the crazy thing is, the worst they could finish off is 4, so they'll have home court advantage 4/5.
And that's always a good thing.
They're going to get swept. Ant got them up out of there last year. Ant going to come in there. Ant spanking shit.
Either could be going back to who they could play. It's either Minnesota or Houston. They got like a 2 game, so it would be one of those.
It's over.
You might be surprised, but I got a different take on it. I don't think so. I think this is one of them times where LeBron can show exactly who he is with all the talk and all the thing. I think he gonna put on a performance. Yeah, I'm not saying they're gonna win.
Yo, what my boy first team at?
I think that he gonna because it's like it's just he don't got. This is storyline.
I ain't gonna blow the whistle.
Hey yo, bro, this is storyline right here for him to come through and
what storyline? All right, get out the first round and lose.
Nah, LeBron comes through, fights whoever off, puts on as a 41-year-old, goes on to the next round, just enough for AR and Luka to come back to beat whoever in the second round, and they just go on a momentum run from there, and then it's sky's the limit from there. That's what I got capable of going on. It's your world, LeBron. What's up?
Yo, if LeBron could somehow win a championship this year with this team looking like this, I don't care what nobody say, he the GOAT.
I wouldn't go
I'm
that far.
gonna give
I wouldn't go
Bron
that far.
If
I won't go that far.
if the Lakers win a chip, if Luka
would
and
do
Austin
something for his
Reeves don't
legacy.
play in that first round, and Bron get them through that first round, and hold it down till them dudes get back, and they somehow win a ring, I'm giving Bron the goal.
Storybook. It's up. And LeBron, what up, man?
How
It's
far does that go
storyline.
in the storybook, though?
I'm
That
saying
gotta
fixes his
push him
legacy
up somewhere.
It will. You know what it will? To me, it won't push him up. It'll give validation for anybody who felt like,
Who's your GOAT?
huh? Who? Mine?
Yeah, huh?
Who's the GOAT?
Who's your GOAT?
You know who the GOAT is, man. It ain't my GOAT. It's the GOAT. It's
Who?
Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Y'all know that. You know that already, man. You know that.
All right, so your GOAT is Mike. Your GOAT
The
is
GOAT.
Mike. That's
Ain't my
cool.
GOAT. The GOAT.
The GOAT is Mike. The GOAT
is
is
Mike,
Mike.
man.
But I will say this. After 23 seasons, 41 years of age, bro, if LeBron James can win the championship this year, I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to give it to him. You'll have one less than Mike. You'll have the same amount as Kobe and Tim Duncan. And you'll have one more than Shaq.
To add some sprinkle on top of the cake, and he can get the Finals MVP. It'd be even that
Oh
that could solidify.
That don't give him the GOAT. If he,
No,
if
that just don't get no.
If
It's
the,
too much in the. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go
It's
ahead.
too much in the in the back end for what we know as fans, the non-LeBron fans.
What back end, Joe?
The back end, as far as
back end, bro?
what we talked about a couple shows ago, as far as him not wanting to compete, the easy way out, all that type of stuff. But this is what I'm saying. This clears it up. For me, it will clear it up for me.
So that's what it does for you.
Yes, it clears
takes
things
that
up,
part
but it don't
away.
give you nothing on that end unless you're able to pull off that Finals MVP and not get it handed to you, but actually earn it. Then we talking, not greatest, but we
what then?
We throwing the. I remember how I told you he wasn't. He's starting to get out of my top 10, or he is at number 10 spot.
Okay,
that'll throw him in the top 5. That'll throw him up a couple places.
So, Bron, not your top 5 all time?
It's by talent and skill and athleticism. Yes, by competition and taking the easy way out, team hopping.
Don't do this right now.
Bro, stat padding and ring chasing.
Bro, don't move the goalpost, bro. I'm just asking you.
I'm just giving context to it.
Is he, bro?
I'm
is
just
he
giving
top
context.
5? Yes or no? That's it.
From what I've seen,
you're top 5.
Athletically, yes.
No, bro, I'm not talking about no athletic top 5.
I have to. I can't really. I can't do it outside of that.
What's the athletically? He's top 5. Chat. He
avoiding
the question. Chat. He throwing jabs, bro. He tiptoeing around the question.
I just gave him all the credit in the world. I said I think he about to take this first round,
bro.
Credit.
Is he top 5, bro? Ask you again. Is LeBron James in your top 5? Is he?
Nah, no, not right now. Nope.
All right, thank you.
Nah, not right now.
Sheesh. It's not like right pulling teeth. Golly.
Cause it's you feel me? It's because it's just not easy like that.
Nah, I respect it.
I respect him. I seen what he did. But
so what do you got, Bron, top 10? I mean, not top 10 if you don't got top 10. Where you got Bron all time?
Maybe he probably fall at like a 7th spot.
So can you tell me
7 to 10, 7?
Can you just tell me your top 5 then? I don't need nothing after that.
Kobe Bryant, Mike Jordan.
This is no order. Just
just Kobe Bryant, Mike Jordan.
Chuck.
No. But no. That's how I'm a realist. Just because AI my favorite player and Michael Jordan is the GOAT don't mean
Chuck not in his top 5. Chat.
In the top 5 all time that you just asked me that he gonna go in there.
Okay.
So
you said Kobe and Mike.
Mike.
You got 2.
Tim Duncan.
Okay. My God. Shout out to big homie.
And then this is where it is dicey for me because I could athletically throwing him in there around this time, but I'm like, yo, I gotta throw other guys that you athletically better than before you because you didn't take the route they took and you took the easy route out. It may take a lot of people might be surprised, but you know, I'll throw it in there. I'll say more? From what I seen, Shaq. Shaq was a
no, ain't no wrong with that. Shaq is the most physically dominant player of all time.
And it's hard, man. Like I said, because not for nothing, I would put him. It's rough. It ain't really too much, but athletically, he gonna win over. He will probably be the number 4 spot. But being that you went that route, so my last pick, just to, it's rough, man.
Just to round it up.
I just throw Kareem in there. You know what I mean? Just to,
I ain't mad at
just
that.
to end it off. Just
I
throw
ain't
Kareem
mad at
in
that.
there.
I ain't mad at that. That was dope.
But yeah, and then there's probably another guy or two I could throw in before him. But that's another topic for another time, man.
Yes, I wanted to tell y'all while we had so many people in the chat, and I forgot. We are starting a Spur of the Moment draft, right? So me and my boy are gonna build a team. At the end of each show, we're both gonna draft one player, and we're gonna do this until we have 10 players on the team. Once we get 10 players on the team, we're going to leave it up to the chat to tell us who has the best roster. So once again, at the end of every show, me and my boy Swiss is going to do a draft. And this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to start doing to get a couple more viewers. I'm going to write my draft pick down, right? Before the end of the show, I'm going to write my draft pick down. And I'm going to have Swiss write his draft pick down. If anybody can get either one of our first picks right, I give out a $40 cash prize. I give out a $40. You don't got to get them both right. You just get one right. Like I said, at the end of the show, me and my boy Swiss, we doing a fantasy draft, an all-time draft. The draft can be, you could pick somebody from the 80s, the 70s, 40s, to 2026, right? You could pick Bo for your first pick. You could pick Shaq. You could pick Kareem. You could pick Chuck, Kobe, LeBron, whoever, T-Mac, Ray Allen. So, yes, if you could guess one of our first pick right, we'll give out a $40 cash prize at the end. But,
moving forward, yes. Yeah, man. All right, that was that. In other news, we got Gino, Auriemma, and Dawn Staley going back and forth, having words after South Carolina eliminated the UConn Huskies women's in the Final Four. I think what I believe, I don't know what the discussion was about. I just seen some footage as far as it got real hot. Words was exchanged. Other coaches, referees had to usher Auriemma off. You know what I mean? Then they had to spin him back around because I guess to exit they had to go back that way. As he circled back around and was exiting, Dawn Staley was still shouting stuff. I don't know what she was saying, but what you feel about that? You think that's more of Gino being a sore loser, or is it something that him and Dawn had in the past, or something? What you think about that? What's your take on that?
I don't know. I do know. I don't know. Don't kill me, chat. I don't know if Swiss gonna agree with me. It's like two things for me, right? I'm not cool with this white man yelling at this African American lady.
Okay, you gonna go? That's one route to it. Okay.
I said it's a couple different points. I'm not cool with this situation at all. I don't like the fact that he was yelling at this woman after a basketball game. I've never seen you yell at a man after a basketball game. I've never seen you yell at a Caucasian female coach.
He did used to have his little things with Muffin McGraw, I'm not mistaken. I think that was Notre Dame's coach. And then he had some other stuff. But this was like years ago. He had some stuff going on with Pat Summitt.
Yeah, I'll take that out. I did remember the Pats.
So this is just stuff.
Yeah, this is his character.
Yeah, continue. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good, bro. It's his character. So, but still, I'm standing strong. I don't like the fact that he was yelling at this black woman after the game. It seems petty to me, bro. It seems petty and make you seem like a sore loser. I'm sitting here looking at the stats. The man is a winner. The man is an all-out winner. When you talk about knowing how to coach the women's game of basketball, he knows how to do it. All his record does is scream win. You're talking about a 12-time national champion. You're talking about a guy that has over 1,200 career wins with only 125 losses. Do you know what kind of record that is? Do you know what kind of percentage that is? I'm not even going to say it's a 91% win percentage, bro. Bro, you are too much of a winner to be having these little type of meltdowns, bro. I don't know what's going on, but I don't think whatever it was, bro, I don't think it had to go to the route he took it.
Right.
I don't think it had to get that deep. Like I said, bro, it makes you seem like a sore loser. Bro, you got 12 national championships, bro. You got 12 natties, bro. What's going on? 1,288 career wins, only 125 losses. You're not going to win them all, bro. You're not going to win them all. It's sports. The higher you get up in sports, as far as like when you go from recreational to middle school, high school, college, professional, it's going to get harder to win, bro. It's going to get harder to win. You're not going to win every championship. You're not going to win
Right.
every regular season game, bro. Take it on the chin, bro, and get your ladies
Move on.
ready for next
Right.
year, bro.
Right.
Take it on the chin and get your ladies ready for next year, but that's it.
Strong take. Before I move on to the next topic, I'll just give my feedback right quick on the thing. And mine's is gonna go from a different perspective. And mine's is gonna be, and I always said this because I'm fair. To me, Gino Auriemma should have been took his butt to the men's college part. That's a women's sport. You should have let women dominate that and let them coach. All them wins, all them championships could have went to women in the women's league. So I'm not one side, not going to be biased from one end to the other. If I'm saying what I'm saying about the women's reps, then I'm going to say what I'm going to say about men being in women's leagues too.
Absolutely.
So that's why I always stood on that. I never really felt that. I always thought he should have, came over to the men's side and left that a long time ago. And let women do what they do in their league. That's not to take away from his greatness and what he did. You understand what I'm saying? Because the losses that I'm saying that somebody else, or the wins that somebody else could have took if he wasn't there, could not have happened, depending on his coaching skill. And I think he can coach. But like I said, I think he's so good of a coach that he should have took his coaching talents to the men's side of it. So that's where I kind of stand on that. And then to end it, and then I'll move on to the next topic is pretty much, man, like where you was coming from. Take your losses and move on. It wouldn't make a difference. I won't go racial, but I'm like, at the end of the day, you shouldn't just be yelling at the women, period. You lost, take your losses. And like you said, get your girls ready for the next season and move on from there. That's really my take on that, man.
That's egregious. Let me ask you this, bro. And I don't want to make this sound weird before we get off the topic. I really don't. I want to
say what you gonna say.
And I don't mean nothing by this. Anybody that's gonna watch the episode, I don't mean nothing by it. Do you think it ever makes young college girls uncomfortable being coached by a grown man? You ever think it makes the young ladies uncomfortable? Because you gotta realize these young ladies, not to cut you off, these young ladies, at the end of the day, it's still sports, bro. So, they probably running around in little shorts and tank tops after practice in the locker room and stuff. And he might need to say something to the team. Like, does it ever any type of uncomfortable factor?
I think it's more understandable now. You do got a lot of them, and I'm gonna just be frank when I say it. That's LGBT. So I don't think they
the women.
Yeah, but then I think the ones that aren't are more like he been doing this for so long that he ain't never had no complaints. He probably got a routine to not make them feel uncomfortable. So I don't think that would be a big deal, or it have came out by now, if anything.
What about men coaching women's sports in general?
No, I mean, not in general. I mean, as kids, but I'm talking about when you start taking it from I say like as far as like leave it alone after like junior high. Let women do what they do, high school, college, and moving forward.
Okay.
If you want to do anything, take a back seat. Be more of an assistant coach. But it is a women's sport, so let the women do what they do in the women's sport.
Like let them have theirs.
So that's how I'm on it like that.
Right?
Let them do what they do.
Yeah, that was it. I just wanted to,
But moving forward, that was a good take. I like that.
Absolutely. Appreciate you.
I was going to get into Tiger Woods. Over this past week, Tiger Woods wound up getting in a car crash out there in Jupiter. I think that's somewhere down in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. And he crashed and Range Rover flipped. He is okay. I think he said that he was on meds, he was a DUI. How you feel about that? Like, does that all this stuff that been happening with him over the last, I say, like 10, 15 years? What, like, if you're a Tiger fan, how does this make you feel now that all this stuff with the car accident, DUI, and all this stuff that been taking place over that time?
Tiger, I got a valid driver's license. You give me $250K a year, I'll drive you wherever you need to go. Stop, put the keys down, bro. Like, stop it, bro.
I didn't even think about it like that either. Bro, he could just hire, you know what I mean? He got it like that.
How much money is you worth?
All right.
Like, all right, come on. We ain't gonna do this.
He a billionaire.
This is the thing, right? Tiger Woods is worth so much money, bro. Tiger Woods
don't get a chauffeur, man.
He don't never gotta drive another car a day in his life, bro. He don't gotta drive another car. Tiger Woods is worth approximately 1.3 to 1.5 billion dollars.
Yeah, man, go get you a chauffeur, man.
Bro,
come on, Tiger, you out here playing, big.
Give me $250K a year. I'll drive you wherever you need to go, bro. Listen, bro. I drive you wherever you need to go, bro. I grew up playing PGA golf to Tiger Woods when I did have a PlayStation. I'm an Xbox dude now, but I played these games. I literally played these games, bro, with Tiger Woods on the cover. I had my moms buy these games, bro. Like, as a Tiger Woods fan, bro, I don't think you're diminishing your career, bro, but the way people are starting to look at you, you don't want people to look at you as a drug addict or a drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to
not to cut you off. So you one of those that believe whatever happens on the court, field, course, or wherever they hardwood, wherever they play, whatever they did there, that stays there. You don't judge them on how they act after the fact, or
because I don't.
That's just your opinion. No, that's your opinion. Whatever you say is valid.
I know the hooper or the football player. I know the golfer. I don't know you off the court. Now off the court, if you a piece of shit, I really have no way of knowing that. You feel me? I don't know you
simply of the sport. Absolutely.
I know you as an athlete. And it's not going to take away the way I look at you as an athlete, bro. But it's going to people are going to start looking at you in a negative way, bro. Right. You don't want to shine that type of light on you, bro. And then cops going to always start messing with you. At this point, bro, you know you have a problem, bro. You know you need to seek some help or get a driver, bro. You worth all this money. Bro.
Get some help and get a driver.
You worth all this money. It's like, yo, bro, let me just go pay somebody to do this shit,
because God was with him. He flipped the joint. Yes. He was able to climb out of the other side. I think the passenger side.
What makes you want to drive so much? Like, I don't get it. Like, what make you want to drive so much?
You got people that's like that, though. But, yeah, man.
So, let me ask you this, right? Fuck the $1 billion, right? You worth $200 million, right? You done caught a couple DWIs, DUIs. You still gonna repeat the same habit? I feel like with us, it'll lead to prison by now.
But
they're worth way more money.
100%. Yeah. Vince McMahon, like we said,
100,000 million times more money than us. Right. But like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you don't. Is one time not enough? You still gonna get behind the wheel of the car knowing you feeding all these people?
Well, they getting slapped on the wrist. When you get slapped on the wrist, it's an enablement. When you get enabled, you continue the same pattern.
You also putting your life in danger. You're flipping your car. You could be gone the next morning.
But you gotta think for certain people. For certain, that's the least of they, because they have privileged lives.
Death is the least.
No, I'm saying hurting somebody else, and the death is just as good as the point I just made about that. They don't care because they got away with it the one time, and they feel like, I got away, So that's the mindset of some people, man. And you gotta think, Jesus, privilege is blind to those that have it. So what you just said, you could say that because he lived in a regular life. He hasn't lived in a regular life in a long time, and he's blinded by privilege, so he's probably not looking at it logically the way you just did. You know what I mean? So,
Tiger, put whatever you're doing, bro, just put it down, bro. Put it down to hire a driver, bro. Please.
That's it.
Please.
Oh, yeah, that was just a quick take on Tiger. Him getting into there. I just wanted to get your take on that. But we're going to move forward, and we're going to move on to the WNBA. The WNBA has been fighting for to get paid more for a long time, for years now. They finally got what they've been asking for, and they are going to get more money. What's your take on that? Is it well deserved? Should they make sure they do a good job more that they, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like a two-part question.
I think the money is well deserved. I think the money
Okay.
is well deserved. But here's another thing. Yes, the women have
Even though
gotten
they've been
better.
being subsidized by the NBA and they haven't made any profit since the time that they opened in '97, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that. That was no dig or anything at the WNBA, but I would be.
Wait, can you explain that more? Some people might not understand what you just.
As far as like profiting, they've been subsidized by the NBA, meaning that they've been getting everything that's paid for the WNBA by the NBA. So that's pretty much in a nutshell what that means. They haven't made any profit.
I feel like the WNBA should have. Here's the thing, bro. So I've heard a lot of people say that if men would support the women more, that the women's game would be, bro. When I watch the women's game, I see professional NBA players at these games all the time. I used to see Kobe at these games all the time. I see Kevin Durant at these women's games all the time. Chris Paul at these games all the time. Obviously, Bam is there now because he's talking. Him and Asia are in a relationship. I see the men support this sport so much. What it is the whoever's running the WNBA don't want to give you guys more money. That's the thing. The top of the WNBA did not want to pay these women money that I feel like they rightly earned and deserved. I feel like at least the last 7 years, I feel like the W has got better, bro. I feel like it's got a little bit more intriguing. You got women like Caitlin Clark coming in, Angel Reese. I remember when Maya Moore came in. I was a big Maya Moore fan. I remember when Candace Parker came in. I was a big Candace Parker fan. I always liked Diana Taurasi. So I was even intrigued by the women's game. When you turn on ESPN, you got to check out the stats and the highlights of the women's game. So I feel like the women's game, Ben should have got this money, but also don't just stop now that you got it. Continue to make the game more interesting. Continue to work hard. Show why you guys are getting more money. And I've had a theory. Now I'm not gonna lie. A lot of things that I say, comes from my own brain. I don't go out and listen to people say stuff and then repeat what I hear.
Right.
This is one thing I did hear. I can't cap, but I thought it would make the W better as well. I was sitting down and I was watching. I think it was Shaq and Angel Reese on a podcast, and Shaq was like, "Yo, just hear me out. I think this will make the game so much more interesting." He said, "Lower the rims by 1 foot." So what is it? 11 feet? A 12 feet regulation? I think it's
No,
11 feet.
nine is
Something like
nine
that.
is
No, for men.
no, it's nine.
All right.
Nine and a half, I think. Something
So
like
whatever the women's is, they want to lower the women's by a foot. That way, a lot more women be able to dunk. Not a lot more, but a significant amount more. I feel like that'll help the game as well. If I turn on the TV and I see Asia Wilson dunk on somebody, and then you see one of them, because now with this social media space, you're looking at some of these WNBA players, like, damn, these women is some
that. All
nice
right.
looking ladies. If I turn on the TV and I see one of these baddies dunking on something, I'm be a little bit more inclined to watch the game, because everything else is getting up to par. You got Caitlin Clark shooting from Steph Curry range. You got ladies out there that got the handle, that's crossing girls up, and you know what I'm saying, they able to step back and do all the other things. So the game is catching up in a sense. It's not catching all the way up to the men's game, but in a sense, the game is catching up. So with a little bit more viewership that they are getting, the talent increase, I think it's well deserved. But I still would love to see them lower the rim by a little bit, maybe 6 inches.
All right. Good take. I'll give my take and then I'll do another. We'll move on, move forward. I'm coming from a little bit different perspective. I'm never mad at anybody getting their money, whether it's male, female, get your money. But what I will say is this: put the work in too.
Absolutely.
I don't like the way they went about it. You should have worked y'all as
They went on strike?
WNBA as a whole. Excuse me.
They went on strike.
Say it one more time.
Did they go on strike?
They threatened strike, but they didn't go on
Right.
strike. My thing is this, and I'm gonna piggyback off what you said as far as the lowering the rim and all that. Ladies, WNBA, this ever get to y'all or whoever, y'all gonna have to just understand it's a different game. All forms of basketball is different from the college perspective, WNBA,
Absolutely.
NBA, everything is different. So it's okay to be different. What this to me is, what it boils down to about not lowering the rim is, kind of like rebellion, because they understand that that's what the men want. No, do you have a different league where the ball is smaller, the 3-point line is pushed up, the foul line is pushed up.
Wow.
Why not just lower the rim a little bit so
Wow.
it could be a little bit more activity and
Perfect.
people could want to watch.
That was a beautiful
I really, really, really don't like the fact of how they went about it. Again, I'm not mad that they got the money. I just don't like the way they went about it. You should have worked on y'all crafts and the WNBA as a brand and what we was watching, and you would have got your money. What it was y'all just it's so in competition from NBA to WNBA, and they so worried about how much men is getting paid. No, focus and worry about the WNBA, and when you work hard, you will get rewarded.
Absolutely.
And that would have came. I'm not saying wait forever, but to sit here and keep demanding strike when you didn't never profit the whole time, it don't make sense to me.
Absolutely.
And then I'm gonna go off of what you said as far as the men going to these games. They should be, because the NBA, the players are supporting them. It's
Yes.
the outside
Yes.
men that ain't supporting as much as we probably should. But you're not giving us what we want to see.
The
So
entertainment
we're
part
not.
of the
Yes,
game.
the entertainment part of it. So we're not going to be inclined to go buy tickets if you're not giving us what we asking for and what we
Right.
want to see. It's
Right.
just that simple. But that's my perspective and my take on it. Like I said, I'll reiterate this one last time, and then I'll move to the next topic. But yeah, work for what you're gonna get. It's not just be given to you. It's not just gonna, no. Things don't work like that. But moving forward, the Hall of Fame. And I should have asked you this a little bit beforehand, when we was on the subject of Doc Rivers in the Hall of Fame.
Like, don't you?
But I'll go back just to the Hall of Fame and the NBA's Hall of Fame compared to what's your take on that? Is the NBA Hall of Fame a joke? A lot of players are being let in that a lot of the fans don't agree with. It's a whole lot with first ballot, second ballot. What's your take on that?
Is the NBA, the Hall of Fame been a joke, bro? I'm gonna keep it on it, bro.
Okay.
The Hall of Fame been a joke, bro. It's not even the Hall of Fame no more. I feel like the Hall of Fame should really be reserved for the best of the best, bro. And
That's
I
the
mean
best.
the best of the best, bro. Like, if you don't got the championships, your stats have to speak loud for you, bro.
Very,
Like,
very
they
loud.
have to speak loud for you, bro. A lot of these players are getting in, and they should not be Hall of Famers. I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna throw nobody under the bus, but there's players getting in that should not be Hall of Famers, bro. Left and right, and it seems like every year there's somebody that gets in, and there's somebody who don't get in. It's like just like the All-Star game snubs. It's like how he in and Trey Young not in. He averaging 28 and 10.
And then that be that
It's
politics
like,
of it.
Yo, so the NBA Hall of Fame, I feel like been a joke. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it needs to be reframed. Um, I'm gonna say this, and people not gonna agree with it, but I think you kick some people out. I think it's time to start kicking some people out. I know you're gonna say how you gonna kick people out of the Hall of Fame. Same way you put them in.
You lucky I don't got my whistle. That was kind of harsh, man.
The same way you put him in the Hall of Fame, bro, you kick him the freak out, bro. It's not making sense no more, bro. It's not making sense. I'm not understanding where some of these players stack up to. There's no way, bro, that there's a Hall of Fame. I can't even say the names, bro. There's no way there's a Hall of Fame with Kobe Bryant,
Maybe some stipulations
Michael
get added in
Jordan,
there or something.
Allen Iverson, Tim Duncan, Shaq, and then you look at some of these other guys, and it's like, wait, huh? It just don't make sense, bro. It just don't make sense. I don't get it sometimes. I really don't.
I think what they need to do is,
I could go more into context, not to cut you off, but
go
I'm
ahead.
not going to say names. Yeah, I don't want to do that to players because
I like that.
hopefully in the future we get some players on the show.
I like that.
I just, some of y'all know.
Well, the truth is the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Opinion is opinion. There ain't really much you could do with that, but I get it. I think it should be some type of You need some stuff in order to get in. It need to be some stipulations. In other words, is what I'm saying. It should be stipulations, and I think once you get the stipulations in there, I think now it's better structured. Now we know why the person is going there opposed, because a lot of these dudes that's getting in there, they just was liked by the fans, and the resume is not aligning.
It's decent resume.
Decent resume is not Hall of Fame, but that's like you said. I want to. When I think about the Hall of Fame, I think about the best of the best.
Yes.
And you know what? I'll say at bare minimum, the first stipulation should be, you need to have had a regular season MVP. Let's just start there.
Take a lot of people out already. Sheesh.
Let's just at least
Some
one
greats,
MVP. Let's just throw that out there. Let's start off that. Let's make some stipulations, because
I like it.
I don't like the fact that a lot of these guys are in the Hall of Fame and other guys aren't.
Facts. That's the only one?
Is what?
That's the only stipulation?
No. That's I'm saying. That's
Should you have to play a certain amount of years healthy?
That should be a stipulation too. Facts. That should be a stipulation too. It has to be a year cap of how many healthy seasons you should have to have played in order to make the cut of even being inductee or being inductee, to be nominated to be an inductee. Yeah,
right.
There you go.
Right.
So that's how I feel about that. You know what I mean, like, because if you don't, you're gonna leave too much of a gray area for cats to get in and dudes to get in that don't belong there. They already started, like you said. I really don't want to get into names, but it's recent players that were just let in within the last 4 or 5 years. 1, 2, 3. I'm talking about all that, not 4 or 5 years ago, but leading up to 4 or 5 years ago, who don't belong in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
And then even if you go in ballot wise, I don't think guys should. A lot of these dudes shouldn't even be in the Hall of Fame. Not let alone first or second ballot.
Right. First or second ballot. Ain't no way you in the same Hall of Fame with Kobe Bryant. Y'all in the same Hall of Fame? Like, yo, it's crazy. It's like, yeah.
And they call it the Hall of Very Good.
Yeah, the Hall of Very Good is starting to be, bro. The Hall of Very Good. But why you think they starting to just let people in, though? What's going on with it? Why they just letting
These are likable guys who had decent careers. That's why.
They're likable.
Likable, yeah. They likable guys. Like, even with the jersey retirement ceremonies, I'm like, yo, like, I get it. Maybe have just maybe just that's the night that you giving him. That's his night. But to make all these different type of jersey retirements, I'm just sick of the notion that if a guy that you like is on your franchise, he just automatically gets his jersey retired now. When we start doing that, so
gotta put it in work.
I'm kind of against all that, man. So I just mentioned that just to say, all that stuff, jersey retirements, Hall of Fame, all these need to be stipulated. Now, as far as the jersey retirements, it is the franchise's choice to do that. So if they want to do that, whatever, do it. But the Hall of Fame and the NBA and all that, it needs to be some stipulations on how people are selected and how they're gonna be nominated to be inducted.
Facts. I feel like, yo, bro, it's 4 jerseys on this set, bro. If you wasn't on these guys' level, bro, you're not a Hall of Famer, bro. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, some of these guys, I think they was better than some of these guys on the Hall of Fame. I heard them say it again, no name, but yeah, man, I'm just opposed. I think the NBA got to do a better job with the Hall of Fame, because the NFL don't play.
Yes.
The MLB don't play. I'm not too sure on hockey, and I gotta start because I'm into hockey, but not as much as I am to the other sports. So I gotta start being more inclined to start watching those games a little bit more.
What do y'all find these voters at? NBA, what do y'all find y'all voters at to vote these people into the Hall of Fame? I don't get it. Where do y'all get y'all voters to vote the MVP?
The media, that's who they be having. I'm not sure, and I will have to look into it, and I'll bring it up later when I figure it out. But they be having like a nice portion of the percentage of those votes.
But these are people
media,
that never played the game. They barely watch the game. They just go back and look at stats and make decisions.
Right. And then again,
how is that cool?
It's who's likable to them, and then that's what's messing up. They probably gotta give the media. I'm not saying the media don't have no say, but probably slow down how much they got to say when it come to these things.
At least a little like.
And then again, I'm not again, but they also do anonymous. I think everybody, it ain't no anonymous. Take the anonymous out. If you voted for somebody or you didn't vote for somebody, it should be on a table in front, and that's it. Where you hiding from?
I heard some players talking about the Hall of Fame and the top 10, right? Top 10 all time. And it was like, yo, we've been sitting here for the last couple weeks trying to come up with a top 10. How y'all motherfuckers come up with a top 10 in a day or two and y'all never even played the game? They say, yo, we played the game years, got paid millions of dollars to do this. Played against these motherfuckers, right? So if it's taking us time to come up with this, there's no way y'all is doing this in a day or two. And it don't make sense to me.
Right.
It don't make sense.
Right.
It don't make sense.
Let's move on. Let's move on. The next topic was Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder fought, I think, this past week against Derek Chisora.
He needed it.
First win, long time. Pretty much what I'm asking is about Deontay Wilder. Where you think he gonna go from here? This is a couple part question. Where you think Deontay Wilder goes from here, and where you think heavyweight boxing as a whole, whether it be UK over here, what do you think about it as a whole? Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it trending? What's on your mind?
Heavyweight boxing is trash right now. It's all out trash. This is probably the wackest and weakest I've ever seen the heavyweight division. It's embarrassing being a real boxing fan. And yes, I remember being a kid watching Mike Tyson. I watched the fight when Lennox Lewis, when he bit Lennox Lewis. No, who did Mike bite?
Holyfield. You was
when
right.
he bit Holyfield, yeah. I watched the fight when he bit Holyfield, then I watched the fight when Lennox Lewis punched him out. I watched the Buster Douglas shit. I've been watching boxing for a long time, bro. The heavyweight division is trash. These guys should feel embarrassed. Some of the fights I watched, it's abysmal, bro.
What you think is the issue, though?
The issue is what I feel like is two parts, though, because heavyweights are not in shape no more. Heavyweights used to actually be in a little bit of shape, but the thing is, like we heard Lil Bro say the last episode, sometimes with boxing, when you run, it drops you down in weight. So sometimes these guys in certain divisions don't want to do a lot of running. When you be seeing, so that's a myth sometimes. When you be watching these boxing movies and they running 20 miles and these guys is not. This is myth sometimes.
You gotta make the movies look good.
So yeah, so we know how you lose weight when you run. So a lot of these guys are not in shape. I've watched these fights. They look terrible. After the second and third round, these guys' punches look like it don't pack no type of power. It's like there's no thrust behind these punches after the second and third round. As far as Deontay Wilder himself, he's the same. He's going the same place the heavyweight division is going. Nowhere fast.
Okay.
His time has passed. He's not going to jump up crazy in the rankings to get that number one spot. He's going to have to get a few more knockouts. So if he was to get a title shot, it's going to take about 3 years from now. He wouldn't be able to just get a title shot, within the next couple fights. You don't lost your last few. You look really bad in the losses. Heavyweight ain't it right now, man. I don't mean to shit on the heavyweight division so bad, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's bad boxing. For the most part. Not everybody. Obviously, it's going to be
he's just
a
talking
good
about it as
fight
a whole.
here.
I mean, it is what it is. I say it like this. Always, as far as Deontay, always liked him. I like his personality, his charisma,
funny dude,
all that. I'm not saying he's horrible, boxing wise. You know what I mean, but it's like he looks more for like a haymaker rather than getting in there and just having finesse and boxing or whatever the case may be. As far as the heavyweight division itself, I want to know, because I really don't got the answer. I don't know, but I'm wondering why it is the way it is and why you don't really even have a lot of guys in the heavyweight division, period. It's not a lot of heavyweights like that. Like, what is the decline, and where did it start for the decline in the start?
I mean, I come from watching dudes like Butterbean. Like, yo, it's like, yo, I don't know, bro. It's like, it's not competitive no more, the heavyweight division. Like, I used to be forward to watching heavyweight. You know somebody will get knocked the fuck out.
But then again, it is, and then when you look at it like this, and it just dawned on me, it's the promotion and how it is in boxing. It's no real structure. Like,
I give you that.
Too many different belts, too many different organizations. I think that's what it is, because it's a single man sport. So I don't think it ever got structured the way, like the MLB, NFL, NBA, all that stuff. How they like made it a corporation. Yeah. I don't think boxing. They have like federations, different federations. They're not like a corporation. I think they need more structure. And I think that's what it is. Because I think me saying that, just saying like, it's a lot of guys that's probably big dudes that probably like boxing, but they're not taking it too serious because the way block boxing is now.
Yeah. You know that's what I was about to say. Is do you even think the talent is there right now, even if the structure was there? Do you think the talent is there right now?
I think it would been if it was originally that way. But being that, it would be have to like, because you already declined, would have to be a structure that resets itself type thing. To where guys actually, young kids, teenagers, whatever, start, and that's, bigger, heavyweight size.
But I got a question for you. So why does it just seem like it's just the heavyweight division? Because you go to the rest of the divisions, you can find one or two fighters. The heavyweight division is just poop.
Yeah, but then again, it's more action with the lighter weights. People like to see that, so they're gonna be more inclined to go see that. So it's more money, and I feel like the smaller weight classes. More talent too. But they've been on top for the last 10, 15 years, and it's money to be made.
Easily,
and
too, not even a question.
And these people that's that size and weight class see it for what it is, and they want to push forward so they can get that bread, because it's bread in that with these welterweights.
Even light heavyweight and middleweight is not. Those are kind of down as well too. You gotta realize it's all tanking them size, tanking them.
And they making them bread, right?
Like, so it's like, but I feel like the heavyweight division is down. But, hey man,
hopefully things change and they can try to make that, like, instead of a whole bunch of different federations, WBC and all this other stuff, you can just kind of come out and have like a corporation to where y'all all in one and it's all structured up.
So you mean to tell me so you mean to tell me, white boy, that it's only American heavyweights that's trash, bro? You don't think so? You think all of the talent outside of the heavy? Excuse me. Let me structure this right. You're telling me all of the talent that is in the heavyweight division or potentially could be in the heavyweight division is outside of the United States. So you're saying the United States have nobody that could be a dope heavyweight. That's kind of on the lines what I was saying, though, because I was like, is the talent even there? So it's kind of, I guess I was saying like the same thing. But, hey.
Yeah, what was that, the chat? Yeah, boxing pay, yeah, I would agree to that. But not, yeah. Okay. Let's moving forward. We talking about Clarissa Shields. And her disdain for Romero. I don't know if you've been keeping up with that, but it's been like an ongoing thing with her and Romero. Her, wanting to knock Romero out. She had a video saying that Rolly better have his hands up, have his dukes up when she see him, cause she gonna put hands on him. Two-part question. How you feel about that? And what else was like? Well, tell me how you feel about that first, and then I'll.
What's wrong with Clarissa Shields? Oh, for real. Clarissa, come on. Here we go. It's for you. This is why. See, I'm not for men hitting women, right? But I've seen women put men in a position where it's like, you want me to show you, like, you don't believe that I'm a man. You serious? I'm not for men hitting women. I'm totally against it. Right?
Right.
But if the female version of Mark Henry punch you in your face, I'm all for you getting down and defending yours, bro. I'm all for you doing what you do, bro. She's the female version of Mark Henry, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not. If Clarissa Shields punch me in my face, I'm all out defending myself. I'm going hard. I'm going to fight her like she's a man. I'm going to fight you like you a man. You're not. Sorry, not to cut you off, but when do you draw the line? Right? Because in a female society, y'all don't. Of course, you don't want men to hit women, right?
Right.
But you gonna just let Clarissa Shields snuff somebody, and he's not supposed to do nothing about it? Yeah. And Clarissa Shields probably a little bit bigger than Rolly. Let's keep it 100.
And I was just going there.
Let's keep it 100.
Do you think that that's because she is bigger than him, as far as like walk around weight? And I think he's like an inch or two short. Do you think that's why? Because I'm trying. That was where I was the reason why you think it's like this, because I think because when I'm hearing from what the videos and things I've seen from Rolly Romero was like they always had like respect and was cool, and then out of nowhere she just started calling them out. So
Rolly, I'm gonna F you up.
Yeah, but I don't even know. That's why I'm like, yeah, I don't really understand, but they said Rolly knocked out the guy she was sparring with. Like they actually had a real boxing match, a fight. You can go on there on
YouTube. or somebody.
No, real boxing match. Rolly Romero, the guy because she sparred, and she got knocked down.
Okay.
And the guy that she was sparring with that knocked her down, she said he took the stuffing out of the gloves, or something with the gloves. But yeah, they later had a fight, and Rolly Romero knocked him out, and I forgot what round it was, but yeah, knocked him out. And I think he's saying it started from after that.
So the dude that knocked you out, Clarissa, Rolly knocked him out.
Well, that's clear. She said she got knocked down. She ain't get knocked out. That's what she said.
If
you watch the video,
that's what I call get knocked out. Okay. I'm not talking about put to sleep. Somebody hit you, if somebody punch you in your face or your chest and you fall, you got knocked out. But you ain't.
Also called out Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was another one she threw out there that she felt like.
Clarissa, chill, man. Come on, man.
She could be.
Come on, man.
I don't know because they're in smaller weight classes than her.
That's what I'm saying. You think
and she just feel like that because I'm bigger and I'm stronger.
Would she say this to LeBron James?
Oh no, of course not. Of course, well maybe because he's not in the field of boxing. So I don't know, but maybe I don't think she'll say that to Deontay Wilder. That's a better.
Bron 6'8", 270.
You know what I mean? But
she only gonna do this to people she only gonna do it to men she feel like she can get over on.
Well, but that's the whole thing. Do you think that's the reason she's talking to them like that? Because she feel like because they smaller than her, she can talk to them like that?
Absolutely.
And she's like overriding their actual skill and talent?
Absolutely. She thinks she could take him. She wanted with Rolly. This the thing. In her heart, she really feel like she could beat Rolly. This the thing about women. They be overzealous, bro. Women are overzealous, too confident. In her heart, she really thinks she could do something with Rolly. Clarissa, Rolly will kill you with his bare hands.
Because that is a different thing too. Like we were talking about, like it's different because boxing for women and boxing for men are different. Their rounds are
how fast this
shorter.
Young man is.
Their gloves are lesser, are way less. They're lesser ounces. So it's a different sport too. So
I am telling him to defend himself if she attacked because she's a bear.
But my thing is just like
come on, man.
Just be respectful to one another. Let's just respect the sport. Let's respect women's boxing. Let's respect men's boxing. I think, and I can't even say it on their end because the men are being very, very respectful. I don't hear them really saying too much. I hear it's on her end.
It's Clarissa.
So I can't really say just men respect because they're respecting. I'm gonna say if I had anything, just respect the game, respect people.
It's Clarissa. Clarissa, stop playing, girl.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta think a lot of this be for like clicks, views. You say something outlandish, outrageous. You know, it's money into that too. So who knows?
It could be clickbait.
You know what I mean? Who knows?
Could be clickbait.
Let's see. Who you got? March Madness. Just is winding down now. You got it's down to Michigan and UConn. Who you got and why?
You just gotta know sometimes when you're watching something special, bro. I respect everything that Michigan is doing this year. they compared him to a little baby Fab Five, but that coach over there in UConn, bro, it's something about him, bro. He's special, bro. His guys get up to play for him. They let him coach. They listen. They work hard. They never think they out of a game. Seem like they always got the perfect game plan, bro. They never give up. They full of energy, hustle, grit, heart. They play hard every night. Like I said, bro, you gotta know when you're watching something special, bro. And I feel like, I said, bro, I feel like that coach over there in UConn. I feel like he's a special coach, bro. And I feel like he is gonna, lead his guys to his third national championship. I could see why the Lakers tried to get him. The Lakers tried to get him a couple years ago before they got JJ. But he said he will stay and put at UConn, and this is why he's confident. A year after turning the Laker job down, he's back in another national championship. So, I respect it so much, man. Like I said, I don't want to take nothing away from what the University of Michigan is doing, but I'm gonna just go with UConn because I feel like it's something special going over there right now with that program and that coach.
Okay, that's a good take. So they always been one of them teams that they always come from nowhere, like every 6-7 years, and just come out of nowhere. And then I'm thinking about Michigan. Hopefully, they can get over the hump. I mean, this is within like the last 13 years. This is their third national championship appearance. One versus Louisville that they lost to, remember, the guard Russ Smith and the Louisville Cardinals. Then in 2018, they lost to Jalen Brunson and them boys, Villanova, and then they back here.
We lost to them too.
Yeah, back to back. They
beat my Tar Heels last second 3. I was mad. I'm like, step up,
my
step up, my bad.
No, you good. But yeah, hopefully they could get over that hump. Like you said, UConn, they beasts, man. They do this, like I said, every 6-7 years, more frequently now than before. They just came off 2 championships, I think, in the last 4 or 5 years. So this is capable of being the third.
Did they go back to back?
Yeah, they did. They did go back to back. But yeah, it should be a good game.
I think it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, I think if I give it,
you got a tournament MVP. Not tournament, but.
What, for the game?
Yeah, for the game.
I don't know, because the Lindenborg, he seemed like he nicked something towards the end of that game, so I'm not sure, where he stands. So I don't. If that didn't happen, I would say him. But being that I feel this way, and I could pick maybe the guard, what's his name, Gino.
Oh,
from Michigan.
Yeah.
I think he can.
He's nice.
Yeah, come maybe do something. Maybe, so I'll probably choose him if I.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who gonna win tournament MVP. Well, keep saying I don't know who gonna win the MVP of the Natty, but. So you got Michigan.
Yeah, I'll take Michigan.
Okay.
And it's crazy because I'm a Michigan State fan, so it's kind of rough for me to kind of, but I'll take Michigan.
All right.
All right, so that's that. Now we're gonna move on to, it's like a quick segment that I told you about, as far as we're gonna do the seeding as it is now, and then you're gonna tell me pretty much who gonna win, how many games, and why. So it's a 3-part question.
Let's do it, damn it.
So, all right, let's start off. If this started right now,
since y'all don't want to,
if it started right now, it would be.
Let's do it.
And I won't. And I'm not. And I'm not going to. No, that's all good. And I'm going to.
When we get our deal,
eliminate the plan.
Let's do it. Let's have fun.
Because if we do that, we ain't gonna know who gonna play the 1. And
that's what I was gonna say to you, because we don't know.
Yeah, no. So I'll just
1
leave
and 2
it.
Gonna play.
We'll leave it as
is.
1 through 8, like the regular way.
We're gonna do both coasts, both conferences.
Both coasts.
Let's go.
I mean, you keep it as simple as you want, or you go into it however much you want. But
I like this.
Okay.
Yo, I was thinking about. We'll talk about the show.
All right.
Yes.
Right now, if the playoffs will start, the AC will be a hot Charlotte Hornets team who've been kind of on the winning streak. Look like they gelling real good going into the playoffs.
Good Charlotte team.
Against the number 1 seed in the East, who lost their star player a couple weeks ago, a few games back.
Yep.
So, who you taking? How many games? And why?
Yo, not gonna lie, man. Charlotte is playing some good ball, man. Charlotte gonna play some good ball, but they're gonna lose 42. Charlotte gonna lose 42 against Detroit without Cade Cunningham. It's gonna be a better series than anticipated, though. That's the thing. It's gonna be a better series, and the games they lose, I don't think they really get blown out in any game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They're gonna keep it competitive.
I think it's
they
gonna
just
be
not gonna have the talent to overcome.
Facts. This Detroit gonna win 4-2. Charlotte gonna keep it competitive though. I think Charlotte gonna make a bro. I'm on show, bro. You see, I'm live, bro. You can't do that. Charlotte gonna win. I mean, come on, bro. Detroit gonna win 4-2. I really think Jalen Duren is gonna play terrific. I feel like what's his name gonna play good as well. The Jenkins dude. Beef Stew is he coming back?
I'm not sure. I seen him sitting out last night, so I'm not really sure on that. Something I would have to look into.
But yeah, I got Detroit 4-2. What you looking like?
I got a little bit different of a perspective on it. I believe, just like you said, I believe they keep it competitive. I don't believe they get blown out in any game. I believe they take them to a game 7 and they get up and they lose. Detroit takes them out in game 7 and moving forward.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
Why? I just feel like, for me, I don't know. Until Charlotte really get like a sole franchise player, I don't really see them winning. Never been to a conference finals in all these years.
That's what LaMelo's supposed to be, though, right?
But
he's supposed to be.
Again, that's why I said a sole franchise player. When he ain't really sold. He ain't really sold. He stay injured all the time. It's a small market, so when people got that in their mind that when the time come for him to free agency or whatever the case may be, contract, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You got to have somebody that's like really committed. And I kind of half blame that on the NBA because it's like, yo, y'all got to allow the smaller market teams to be able to come up and eat. Everything is about the bigger market teams and things like that.
But that's the thing. The smaller markets don't have the money that the bigger markets do have. So
but that's
what do you
for
do
the
as the
NBA to
NBA?
figure out.
Do you give the smaller markets an extra 50, extra 30 million? What do you do? And you're not gonna do that. When
that ain't for us to figure out. That's for the NBA to figure out.
Nah, facts.
You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
So yeah.
But I think it'll be a good series. I think Charlotte gonna show people that. You know, we're going to be a
here
team
now.
for the future.
Facts, 100%. I agree to that. I agree to that. 2 versus 7. We going Boston, Philly. Boston, Philly.
I got Boston in 7.
Boston in 7.
I got Boston in 7. Philly is going to be the team. Listen, if I'm a team in the Eastern Conference, I don't want to play Philly first round.
Dangerous.
I don't want to play Philly
Maxey's deadly.
No, a team in the East, no, I don't want to play in the first round. If Embiid, it's always an if. I've never seen Embiid play 7 games in a series. I've never seen it. He always miss a game or two. If Embiid can play 7 games, bro, and he can be Embiid, not even be Embiid, if he can go get you 25, because, you know, Embiid's like damn near 30, 29 better.
Yeah.
And when he's healthy. If Embiid can get you 25 a game, Paul George can get you 20 plus. Maxey can get you 20 plus.
Yeah, dangerous.
And then you got the rookie VJ Edgecombe who out there, he don't know no better.
Yeah.
He gonna make a couple mistakes, but he gonna dunk on some people. He gonna get some rebounds
And
and
his
make a couple
defense is
shots.
impeccable. He's gonna make up for whatever he don't do on the offensive end. Better believe that.
I think Boston better watch out. I don't think Philly is being talked about enough. But Boston got them.
Because they don't got no real identity like that. They've been missing so many games. Players been suspended. This dude been injured.
Philly, Paul
Maxey,
George,
he
the
put on, but
25
then
games.
so you don't know what you get. They don't got no real identity. And I think them missing the identity kind of make them dangerous right now because you don't know what version of the Philadelphia 76ers you're gonna get. Paul George coming back from what he came back from, missing 25 games, and I think he came back a few games ago, but been balling for the most part.
You don't know what they're gonna attack. Obviously, you can say Embiid. But bro, you still got Maxey and Paul George. They still can play through Tyrese Maxey and Paul George.
Right.
So it's like,
All right, so I'm on your side. I say Boston in 7. Boston in 7.
I could live with that.
I mean, now we going on to the New York Knicks and the the New York Knicks and the Toronto Raptors at 3 and 6. Who you got and why? How many games and why?
I love what Toronto's doing this year. They're gonna get backdoor swept. 4-1 Knicks. That's easy for me. Toronto's just one of those teams. Even when they got a good team, they not a good team. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, they're a good team, but it's one of those teams. They're not gonna win nothing in the playoffs. They're not gonna go nowhere. I mean, we all know that. I respect them. It would be intriguing to me to watch RJ Barrett play a playoff series against his old team, against Shaw. So I would like to see that. I would definitely tune in to see how RJ Barrett will play. But they do. You got Evan Ingram over there. They still got boy with the big teeth.
Come on, man.
My bad. This is his name, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah,
Barnes. Yeah, they still got Scotty Barnes. So they got a good team. So the Knicks do have to be careful with them, but I think the Knicks are on a little mission right now. I give the Knicks 4-1.
4-1, okay. I'll just give them a slight bit more. You said everything accurate, me and you on the same page. If only thing difference I give them is 6. I give them an extra game and say 6 until the Knicks start, leading at the beginning and not letting and blowing leads and stuff. Then I'll say 5. But for now, what I'm seeing, I'll say the Knicks in 6. So.
I think the Knicks gonna find that groove they had last year in the playoffs when the playoffs.
Yeah, the playoffs different. You're right.
I think it's just the grind of the regular season. Let's
different
get this
matchups.
Shit over with. Yeah, facts.
Moving forward, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers at 4. They've been good all season. Acquired James Harden about midway through. They've been winning. They've been real kind of quiet on the quiet back end. You ain't really been hearing too much, but they almost a 50-win team. They go up against the red hot streak and Atlanta Hawks if it was to start now. Jonathan Kuminga, Jalen Johnson, and all these boys is balling up after the Trae Young trade. They still got some pieces over there. I think that's injured. That's not gonna be back. But how you feeling about that? Atlanta versus Cleveland first round if it was to start now.
Atlanta in 7 and Atlanta 4.
Atlanta's the 5th. Cleveland the 4. Clinch.
Give me Atlanta in 7 and Atlanta gonna win Game 7 in Cleveland.
Okay.
I'll take Jonathan Kuminga. I will take Jalen Johnson.
Bold take.
I will take Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I will take them Bulls against them other young Bulls. I will take them. I'm taking Atlanta. I think Atlanta is better. James Harden is washed up. I don't know why y'all would trade for James Harden. James Harden's not going to get you nowhere.
I know James have a couple people that ain't feeling that.
James Harden not going to get you nowhere with them little weak calves.
This is his year to step it up too. This is your time now because this to me, he really been and this is on top. He really been broke. Like to me as like far as a player. That time I seen him let the ball roll. They was playing the Detroit Pistons. I think he was on Clippers or wherever he was at the time. He just let the ball roll. One of the Detroit players came, grabbed the ball, and just dunked it. I'm looking at like, bro, you don't do nothing like that. So always. So what I'm saying is, this is his like I was talking about LeBron earlier, and this could be storyline for him. This could be the same thing for James Harden to step out that I don't do nothing in the playoffs because you done got traded to one too many teams with the same story and not been able
at your request.
He's
a big team hopper
and not been able to succeed in doing so. So this is the perfect time for you to come back and shut all of us up. Go in there, perform with the team that you felt like you needed to get traded to.
Let me ask you this. Can I ask you a question? It's just a little bit tiny bit off topic.
Do your thing.
And this is all the way you right here. How good of a player is James Harden really if you got to get traded 7 times in the modern day NBA?
Well, that's and this is to his detriment. This is to his detriment, and that's the thing I was saying. Like people remember how you got where you got and what you did.
You asked to go to these places.
This is why James Harden is not looked like like he's not looked at like AI and Kobe Bryant,
Dwayne Wade.
He's not being looked at like that. Now we're going on straight skill and talent. This is
so shooting guards all time. Where is he all time shooting guards?
From when I would throw him in my top 5. I'll put him at 5.
Not 3.
No, 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 no,
You
no,
can't go 3.
no,
You
no.
got Mike, Kobe, Dwayne Wade in my estimate, and then you still Tracy McGrady. Was he a 2
All right.
or 3?
No, 2. You 2.
Oh man, listen, I respect it, but yeah, we got a little bit off topic. It was. Oh yeah, like I said, it was Atlanta. I'm taking Atlanta. I'm taking
Atlanta in
Atlanta
7.
all day. I'm taking Atlanta in 7. I got way more confidence in Jalen Johnson and them guys. Like I said, James Harden is washed up. They had a better chance of letting Darius Garland get healthy and see what you're gonna do in the playoffs. I know that train wasn't leaving the station either; it was going nowhere. But you had a better chance with that, bro. You had a better chance with that. The thing is, I just felt like when Darius Garland was playing next to Donovan Mitchell, it's like he didn't know when it was his time to score. Like
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? I feel like he didn't know when it was his turn to interject into the game, and I feel like that
And
was
then
his
Donovan
biggest
kind
problem.
of little broed him kind of too. He was like little broing him. So I don't know if that. You know what
I
I
get
mean?
it. I
Sometimes
get
people
it.
don't
But
want
like I
to
said, after Cleveland, and I love Donovan Mitchell. I like Evan Mobley, right? And I like Jared Allen. But James Harden was not the answer. James Harden's not going to help y'all win a championship. I can't even fathom that y'all thought that was the move to make to get you to the next level.
I think they was rushing and trying to get caught up in the now. You know what I mean, that foot injury, they probably like, yo, we just came from a season where we was the number 1 seed, and even though they got knocked out, you know what I mean, they could have just thought it was just something that happened that year, and now we trying to make it happen again this year, and you are unreliable because he had, I think, a foot injury or something with his big toe, something like that, with his foot.
I respect
So
regular season James Harden.
yeah,
Regular
100%.
season James Harden is the man. Playoff James Harden,
And that's the thing when you add in both, because they do get added up to both with fans, and this is
yes,
where
yes.
you know.
Who you got?
Damn, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. This is crazy. I'm right with you. I think everything. You know what I mean, I don't think if they had a little bit more experience on
Atlanta's
Cleveland,
balling right now.
I would say Cleveland. But to me, they don't got enough experience as a whole, as a team, for me to overlook what Atlanta and what the Atlanta Hawks got going on right now. So
Yes.
I'm more inclined to rolling with Atlanta
Them boys is
and
confident. They
yeah.
play both sides. That Jalen Johnson kid, bro, he's averaging 24, 10, and 8.
Nah, he doing what he doing what it do.
Like,
He
and he
doing what
play
he do.
defense.
All right, that's that. So we moving forward. All right, next you already know, man. This is Oklahoma City versus the Portland Trailblazers, who Portland ex-champions. Portland, they kind of mediocre. They could beat anybody, but at the same time, they could lose to anybody too. They beat them in the season. I think earlier in the season. What's your take? Who you got? How many games in?
Don't sleep on Portland, right?
They got them young gunners.
Yeah, they're
Got
gonna
them
get
young
swept
gunners.
though. Don't sleep on them next year. This year they're gonna get swept.
Okay.
They're gonna get
All right.
swept this year. Don't sleep on Portland next year. But this year they're gonna get did dirty. Every game gonna be a 20-point loss or better.
So basically, you saying they're gonna be like Oklahoma City?
They're a doormat. You see
a
them
few years back.
the mats up under your feet? Yeah,
Yeah.
they doormats.
Okay.
They doormats.
All right. Like why though? Why you think?
Why do I think they doormats? First and foremost, they have, and this is the thing. Here's the thing, right? So people be saying this about us, and I get it, and I throw that card in there too because it's real and it matters. They have no type of experience in the playoffs.
They
Drew, yes, they got Drew Holiday, right?
They got all of that.
All right, Drew has experience, but like, come on, it can't just be Drew. I don't see. I like Scoop. I do like Scoop, but I don't think it's enough. I do. Tiago Splitter is still the interim head coach.
I think he is still over there.
So I like
quote me
Tiago.
on that.
Tiago played for us and won a championship or two with us. I like Tiago Splitter. See, y'all don't know Francisco Elson, and yeah, I'm a real Spurs fan. But anyway, that's for another show. But Tiago Splitter won a championship with us. As he played big man, he's a 7-foot guy. He knows the game. And what I like about him being the head coach, he is one of the type of players that has to know the X and O's. When he came in for us, he got to know his role. He got to know what he's doing. He came up being coached under Greg Popovich.
Right.
So I like him as a head coach. I feel like he's very knowledgeable. He knows a lot about the game. He can coach the game. Obviously, like I said, he played. He's a champion, so he knows a lot about the game. He knows what it takes to be a champion. He just don't have nowhere near the amount of talent to compete with a team like the Oklahoma City Thunder. OKC is on a roll right now. They're playing terrific basketball over the last, I say, well, they've been playing terrific basketball all season, but over the last month and a half, they're on a little winning streak like us. They're
I didn't
rolling
even
right
know they
now.
had got to 61 wins. I'm like, God damn,
Yeah.
61 already. That's what I'm
Facts.
saying. Like 53. I mean,
OKC rolling. They got an ultimate goal in mind. Um, when you start the season, Portland wasn't saying let's go win a championship. OKC was saying let's go win a
go double
championship.
back.
They first in the West, so yeah, that's why. Portland
Okay.
don't got a chance.
Me and you again, man. I guess because we you know what I mean? We know sports. I'm similar. I give them a game.
Okay.
I give them a game. You know what I mean? And it's for the same reasons you saying now. They just don't got enough. I feel like the Oklahoma City, they got an identity. They know who they are. Portland, they're still young. They lack experience, but they are young. Oklahoma City has a younger kind of squad. They're not old, but they still got young players. And
Sometimes
I
that
think
can help you because you don't know no better.
Yeah,
so
and I think
you just
that'll
play
be
freely.
helpful to them. You know what I mean? So I think that the youth will help them in the one game. I'm saying they'll win.
Right.
That's my take. I give them a game, but I wouldn't be surprised either if they was to get swept either. You know what I mean?
The crazy thing is, for some reason, I wouldn't be surprised if they play some good competitive games because NBA be like that sometimes.
But yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. OKC got a nick for blowing dudes out, man.
I said everyone by 20.
Okay, moving forward, we got your San Antonio Spurs at number 2. Red hot. I think they lost to Denver in the OT thriller the other day.
Yeah, yesterday.
And y'all would be going up against the Phoenix Suns, who's really had like pretty much a mediocre season. They haven't been great, but they haven't been bad either.
Yeah, it was kind of up
you
and
got,
down.
And how many games you got and why?
I'm gonna just be frank. I got 4-1 Spurs. The thing is, you can't sleep on Phoenix. First of all, it's the Wicked West, the Wild Wild West. Phoenix has guys that know how to play basketball on their team. Jalen Green made the playoffs last year. They still got Dylan Brooks. He's been in the playoffs a few times. And then you got the head of the snake. You got Devin Booker. Devin Booker has played in the NBA championship, and Devin Booker's been in the playoffs a few times. So they might not have a bunch of experience as a team, but that's why it's 82 games. So they got some type of chemistry this year.
All right.
So you can't just sleep on them. But I think our guys are really hungry right now, and I think a lot of our guys are wanting to prove a point. Listen, that experience shit. Once that first game is over with and the clock hits 0, that experience shit is out the window to me. You got a game under your belt. You got some experience. Let's go play basketball. But I don't want to take nothing away from Phoenix. I don't want to take nothing away from them at all. Do they have a good team? Yes. On paper, they have a good team.
And they kind of exceeded expectation because I thought once that trade and all those people got off and
I didn't think they was
coming
gonna
from
make the
Houston,
playoffs.
a lot of people didn't. I didn't think they was gonna be nothing to worry about myself, to be honest.
Lie. So I say Spurs 4-1. Why I say Spurs 4-1? Not only just because we're better than them, but it's hard. It's gonna be hard for Phoenix to score the ball outside of
D-Book.
Yes. They're gonna have to take a whole lot of jump shots. They not jump shot demons over there. They're gonna take a whole lot of jump shots. And then the thing is, when Victor come out the game, you still got 7-foot Kelly Olynyk and Luke Cornett. Still got 7-foot Luke Cornett, and Luke Cornett weighs more than Victor. So this guy's about 260, 270 himself. He's not no kid. So.
Right.
I got Spurs 4-1.
4-1. Okay. I give them a little bit more credit than you, but I'm on the same win loss scenario as far as I got San Antonio, but I got San Antonio for 4-2, so I got it at 6.
Okay.
I'm just giving Phoenix just a tad bit more credit just because they outdid expectation. I mean, I think they'll ride off a little of that momentum. San Antonio is still kind of young. This is their first time in an outright playoff spot in a long time because they was in the play-in, I believe, last year. So
No.
wasn't last year?
No, it's been 6 years.
No, with the play-in though. Y'all made the play-in, I think last year, year before. Y'all was in the play-in.
It was with DeJounte Murray. It It was
Okay.
it was 2 years before we got Victor.
Okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's why I stand on that. I just think San Antonio just gonna be too much. Simple. Simple. Moving forward, the next round, you will have. Whew, that's crazy. It will be the Los Angeles Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. They just. Well, let me just give a little bit of context with LA and Minnesota. LA has 2 injuries to 1 and 2 on the team, leaving a third option LeBron there to defend for themselves because they'll be out for at least 4 to 6 weeks for Austin Reeves, and I'm not sure about Luka, but he'll be out, definitely missing the first round. And then they'll be playing Minnesota, who hasn't had a great season, but hasn't had a bad season either. They've kind of been on a higher end than a lower. You got Anthony Edwards, and like I mentioned, they did eliminate the Lakers last year. So, what's your take? Who you got? How many games and why?
I got Minnesota clean sweep. Sorry, Lakers fans. I got Minnesota clean sweep. I just don't think the Lakers will be able to muster enough. The thing is, if this was LeBron at 28, 26, 27, then I'd say the Lakers going to win the series. LeBron not going to be able to do as much as he used to do. That's why I feel like the third option fit him so perfectly. Not only can he sit and chill in the corner and be a corner dude, but in the same token, he can reserve a lot of his energy for the playoffs, and a lot of, he can be fresher going into the playoffs than if you were to be the number 1 option or the number 2 option. You the number 3 option. You know what I mean? Every other game you gotta, play your role. But I think it's gonna be I know they're gonna place a big load on LeBron, unless they try to split it up and get run plays for other guys to get shots. But if the game plan is gonna be LeBron James to carry the load, then that's definitely not gonna be nobody in the Western Conference this year. He's 41 years old. He doesn't jump quite as high as he used to. Yes, there's been a couple dunks when he's got up there. Yes, he's dunked on a couple people, but he's not the same LeBron. He's not going to be out here grabbing 8 rebounds a game, getting you 9, 10 assists, bro. He's not going to damn near average a triple-double this series. Anthony Edwards is looking at this like, yo, bro, I just spanked these dudes last year. I look up to you and Kevin Durant. I love you guys, but at the same token, this is another.
That seems like that's what we keep, not to cut you off, that's
Right,
what we
go
keep drawing. You just keep drawing LeBron and KD. You just keep limiting LeBron and KD, but go ahead.
Nah, facts, bro. And do you know what he doing? He like, yo, this is another notch on my belt. It's another time I get to say, I eliminated these dudes. So
They'll
Anthony
look like
Edwards,
they kryptonite in a minute.
facts, bro. Anthony Edwards gonna come in here ready to go, locked and loaded. He not gonna care who not playing. Anthony Edwards is looking at this like, last year he was like, yo, we're not even supposed to be here. And I think that was, that really helped them get them past the Lakers. They just kept saying, we're not supposed to be here. And you looked up and they don't beat the Lakers at home, took over home court advantage and all that. So Anthony Edwards, I think he's still gonna come in with a chip on his shoulder because his team hasn't probably had quite the success him or the organization wanted, but they're still a solid playoff team. So
Right.
he gonna come in with a big chip on his shoulder. Then you got to deal with Julius Randle down there. I think Jackson Hayes is a decent player, but Julius Randle is just a little bit too physical for Jackson Hayes and DeAndre Ayton. I think DeAndre Ayton played well. I think he probably averaged like 13 and 8 in the series. That's crazy because that's his. Yo, I did not do that on purpose. His regular season numbers is 13 and 8. I'll give him. All right. I'll give him 16 and 8. He probably averaged like 16 and 8 during the series, but it's not gonna be enough. I said all that to say that Julius Randle and those guys gonna be too much. Dante DiVincenzo gonna hit some timely shots. It's just gonna be too much.
Okay. I got
Tell it. Say it. Go ahead. Get from the tape.
I got LA in 6, man. Ooh. I got LA in 6. I got LeBron stepping up to the plate. I got LeBron.
It's a chat. He don't like LeBron.
Let me just give. It's not that I have a problem with LeBron. I just got a problem with LeBron competition as far as him wanting to compete.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But yeah, I think this is LeBron time where he shine. This is a storybook fairy tale for him where he's 41. He's the third option. First, second, go out. He comes in. He does what he's supposed to do. He gets him over the hump. Yeah, he they get past Anthony Edwards and them boys in time for Luka and AR to come back, and then that's another story for another time. But yeah, I got the Lakers in 6.
So if Bron, we're not even gonna talk about the finals. Let's say the Lakers somehow win this series, and obviously it's no Luka, no AR. Does this series alone push Bron up a little bit as far as legacy? Not to number one, but does it push him up a little bit just getting out of the series?
Oh, definitely to me. Even though it's a
dope.
first round thing,
That's
it's to be
dope.
first round thing, but it means a
Still
lot because of
West.
his age.
Yes.
So that's going, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to me, and this is like, y'all think he's not used to being the second, third option. So for him to be in that place, well, this probably could get him in the second, because he ain't gonna be no first option. So maybe that could get him more like a solidified second option opposed to a second, third. You get what I'm saying? So I think he
So do it affect if it keeps pushing his legacy when they come back, or no? Let's say you said if he get out of the first round, it pushes him up a little bit far as legacy. So when Luka and AR come back, if they win the semifinals, the second round go to the Western Conference, does his legacy go up a little more each series, or is it just because it's the top players on the team is going for the first round?
first and foremost, shout out to Adobo Jigs. You already know my guy.
Shout out Dovo, facts.
But to answer your question, it all depends on him. It depends on how he gonna play moving forward. Going if they was to get out that round for argument's sake and move forward, it depends on how he play. Just because you did that the first round, we not just gonna just congratulate you for that. You still got to win and be able to move forward. So it all depends on what he gonna do.
Okay.
I mean, but I do take them.
I can live with that. So because
4-2.
I get what you mean. You're not making it. You're not making it.
Yeah.
You're not making it hard to understand. If he plays well, if they win this series, and then he plays well after that, and they come back, then
And if he was to snatch up the Finals MVP, that would probably put more. I mean, that like I said, that'll put more sprinkles on top of the cake. I mean,
GOAT.
not GOAT, but it'll definitely make it will minimize the doubters.
Okay.
It could kind of shut the doubters up.
So let me give you this hypothetical. They win it this year. Bron Finals MVP. He comes back, says he's retiring next year before the season starts. This is not last year. He wins back to back final MVP. Where he exit out at?
He'd be like a top 2 to 3 player.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still not gonna push him over
You're not
Jordan
gonna go
because
there's nothing that can go there.
because
There's nothing that can go there.
it's too much that went on. You
Not even a three-peat.
Oh, he was to get some type of three-peat or something
Somehow.
like that. Yeah, listen, I'm not gonna say it's
Okay.
Jordan solidified. Nah, you start doing things like that, but you gotta really think about and I'll move forward. But just think about what Mike got. It was never only the stat. It's everything.
10 scoring titles.
It's scoring titles.
First
It's
team
the
on
whole
defense.
resume.
It's the first team
For
on
anything
NBA.
you got the
Like,
smart to say about Mike,
led the
it's
league in
always
skills.
yeah, man. Like,
Defensive player of the year. Mike did everything a lot, bro.
so you know what I mean.
Mike did
Yeah.
everything a lot, bro.
But the last one, moving forward, this is the last one in that segment, and that's at 4 and 5. We got the Denver Nuggets, who's just come off a championship back in 2022. Yeah, and they've been rolling hot. Jokic, he's in the modern day NBA doing modern NBA things, man. Averaging triple doubles for seasons.
He doing modern NBA things.
So yeah, he doing modern NBA things, man. They play. I don't know. I can't call them red hot, but they again. You said this a few episodes ago. At times they look good. At times they look great, and then that's as good as you're gonna get is them looking good. But it's the Houston Rockets. Who you got? How many games and why?
It's going to end bad for Houston and Kevin Durant. It's going to end bad, and then they're going to be talking about should Kevin Durant stay in Houston. He's going to get traded again because it's going to be a first-round exit. First of all, Joker is hungry. Joker hungry, man. It's
another storyline tell for him too, man. This could be storyline for KD too, because this is a make or break for KD.
Joker about to not win MVP, averaging a triple-double. Joker is playing great basketball. He lead the league in assists, lead the league in rebounds, averaging 28 points per game. His shooting percentages are terrific, bro. Shooting 50% from the field. shooting right under 40% from three, and he's shooting like 83, 84% from the field, right? So he's averaging 28 points on what? 50, 38, 84 shooting splits, bro. And I think Joker got a chip on his shoulder. And then he's got his running mate with him. Ask Alo. When Jamal Murray was hurt before Joker won that first title, I said, bro, once Jamal Murray get back, it's gonna be hard for dudes to beat this big foreign dude over here in Denver.
Right.
And as soon as Jamal Murray came back, and Alo always get my credit. He said, nah, bro, you always said they could win a title when if Jamal Murray healthy. Jamal Murray is healthy. It's, bro, the great teams keep other great teams from winning championships. That's how it go. Denver gonna keep Houston from winning one. Houston's a good team with a great player. And then somebody might hold Joker and his team from winning one. The great players keep other great players from winning. How many games? 4-1. 4-1. Houston probably gets a game, bro. I'm really want to go with the sweep because people got to understand how hard it is to win in the NBA. First of all, second of all, you got to realize how hard it is to win in the NBA when you don't have a point guard. Third of all, you got to realize how hard it is to win in the NBA when you don't have a point guard and you're playing a team like the Nuggets in a 7-game series. The Nuggets going to make adjustments halfway through the first quarter, bro. If teams is already in the regular season just loading up on KD, double teaming him, saying you guys make a play. If it was me, from the tip off, if I'm Denver, yo, listen, Kevin Durant's to get double as soon as he touched the ball. From the tip, from the openings, KD, no, he's not about to come in here and win it. You're not going to be the reason they win. You're not going to be the reason they win the game. We're going to double you. We're going to make life hard. KD's going to get frustrated. He's going to be like, you know what's going to happen if it was my team? KD would be thinking about where he going to vacation at halfway through the first quarter. I promise you. I swear to you.
Man.
Because
we're going for KD.
There's
right
they don't got a point guard to lead the team, bro. You need a point guard. They're having the same problem Phoenix had last year when they had 100%. Brad Beal, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker. This Houston Rockets team is having the same exact problem that Phoenix had last year. Without a point guard, and you talk about a point guard like Fred Van Vliet, who is a big shot maker, who can go out there and score the basketball for you, who can shoot the basketball at a really high clip. He's a point guard. He sees the floor. You need your point guard. You need your one to be able to run the floor. Without a point guard, I don't see how Houston wins one game against Denver if that's the team they match up with in the playoffs. Right. I'm going to take it from 4-1, and I'm going to go clean sweep. Denver. Denver not going to play with them. They're going to double KD like guys are doing. The last 3 Rockets games I watched, teams are doubling Kevin Durant like it's no tomorrow. And Kevin Durant says it in the media. He's like, yo, guys are doubling me. I got to find other guys to get open. He's like, I kind of feel sorry for KD, but I don't. KD is rich. That boy's going to sleep rich and happy.
I'm going to take a different perspective on this. To me, this is a storybook fairy tale for Kevin Durant. And it's storyline fairy tale for him to, like James Harden, being that you moving the way you moving, the team hopping, for you to step it up now. There's no way out of this. Without a championship, with you being the head guy, Kevin Durant.
So that's your 3 guys going into the playoffs: LeBron, KD, and James Harden. Not your guys, but
yeah. Okay. Moving forward, yeah.
Okay.
Until KD can get a ring, being the lead guy on a team that wins the championship with the Finals MVP. Those 2 rings for you, my brother, don't count. There's an asterisk next to them. I believe Kevin Durant.
But they do count for the Warriors.
No, they out of them 2 rings, they only get counted for 1. Well, no, excuse me. I'm sorry. No, they do count because they won one before and after. I said that before. I'm sorry. Yes.
But they actually got on the phone.
Yeah. They Kevin went Durant and they did. But the
so
point
that's KD fault because they called me.
Oh well, you still went.
But they called me.
Still, tomato. It don't make a difference. Still went.
I'm a free agent. I'm looking to go somewhere else because I don't want to play with Russ.
But you messed up the competitive edge of the game doing that, and you knew you were going to do that going into it. So I can't not
I didn't know I was going to Golden State after they eliminated us. We was up 3-1. I didn't know I was going to Golden State.
That's not the point. But the point is...
They called me. Steph Draymond and Clay got on a plane, came and met me in the Bahamas, and they was like, "Yo, we
No, I
need
got
you
it.
to be
I
LeBron."
got it. Yeah.
So that's his fault.
And yeah, I still went and did it. Now I would say, now when I'm on both,
No,
I'm on the fence. No,
just
you're
asking.
playing devil's advocate, but I'm
I'm
on the
just
fence,
asking.
and I'm just saying that as far as like, I'm looking when I'm not looking at it from a fan's perspective. I'm gonna look at it from Kevin Durant perspective. He understood where the league was going, where it was
Yes.
headed. It was team hopping
Yes.
and gathering up all the best players.
I said if you're gonna say something about LeBron, you got to say something
Yeah.
about KD. You went to the best team, had the best regular season record in history.
100%. And I think he seen that coming. He understood what that was. And you know what NBA contracts is, I'm going to be stuck to this contract for however long. So now that I'm a free agent, I got to go and get a championship now. Because if I don't, me and you are not sitting here with the same respect we got for Kevin Durant without them 2 championships. KD understood that, so he moved on. He went there. So, yes, I knock
Even
him.
being where you at in scoring,
Yeah. So
because the only reason some people gonna put him over Melo is because of championships, which is not
Right.
fair.
So that's kind of like where it's at with it, where I'm at with it. Yeah, I give KD. This is like I said, his storybook moment.
So do he get credit for any of one of those championships?
For the we talking about for the 2 Golden
You
States.
got 2. Yeah. Do he get credit for either one or not? It's Clip.
He get credit, but like I said, out
For one?
of them 2 rings, we count them as we only counting 1. We giving you half credit.
Okay, that's cool.
You know what I mean, until you get another one somewhere else, being a lead guy.
That's not gonna
And if
happen.
you can get the Finals MVP, that'll solidify it. 'Cause sometimes even if
he's not gonna be the lead dog nowhere when it championship.
well then it ain't nothing. It's a
He's
wrap.
only getting older. Yeah.
But I say Houston Rockets in 7. Houston Rockets in
7?
7. Houston in 7.
Houston and Denver.
Houston and Denver. Houston in 7. Houston in 7.
I love it. I love it.
I mean,
you got
that's that
LeBron in
storybook.
6. You got KD in 7. I like it.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it at all.
All right, man. I think that was the last topic, or I might have one more, and then I'll let you get into it because I know we're gonna have our pick for the
we get to
draft.
Our draft is today,
let me
baby.
just get over this last.
Our draft is today, baby. I wonder who he gonna take.
Before I even I just wanted to clear some things up.
Excuse me.
With the Patrick Mahomes, Michael Vick situation. So what I'm saying
What
with
happened,
the Patrick
bro?
Mahomes, it was a lot of pushback on that, and I want to give context to that before we before we get ready for our draft and move out. What I'm saying is there is no difference, and if you was to take Patrick Mahomes out of the league and drop Michael Vick off into the league now from what he did when he was in the league, it would be no different. Michael Vick could have 3 championships
With the Chiefs?
Yeah, with the Chiefs, it'd be
Yeah,
the same.
I think,
If not more, because I think they
Yeah.
lost the Super Bowl too, and I got
Yeah.
Michael Vick winning them games.
They
that he
did
lost.
lose one, yeah.
So
To Philly.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying player to player because I know that's how everybody looking at it because he got rings and MVPs. And I get that, but this is at a different time where the league is a little bit
He lost
softer.
twice. Didn't they play?
Yeah.
Tom Brady?
They lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, they did.
And
He lost
they
2.
lost to
So he's been
the
a
Philly
5
Eagles.
because he got 3. He's been a
Yeah, he's been a 5.
5.
Been a 5. But that's my whole point. You drop Michael Vick off from back then and drop him in now, or whenever Mahomes was. I got the same thing happening. If not, he gets one of them championship, one of them Super Bowls that Mahomes lost.
Okay.
They're basically the same player, except Mahomes is a little taller and a little more stout, and has a little bit more better accuracy.
Vic faster though.
But that's where I'm going with his
athletic,
pros
way
now.
more athletic.
He's more athletic. He's faster. He can scramble better.
Facts.
And he has a bigger
Quicker.
arm. He can throw farther than Mahomes.
Yes,
Yes.
I feel like he throw a tighter spiral than Patrick Mahomes too. Yo, Vic used to throw a fucking football
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you.
It,
Marcus Vick too. They had arms, bro. They
Yes.
had arms. So he got a bigger arm, and that's just
if
what
it's
it is.
if they were a pitcher, not to cut you off,
Go ahead.
it would. If they were a pitcher, their arm, the hardest Michael Vick throw the ball will be equivalent to a pitcher in the baseball and
Randy
MLB
Johnson.
throwing 100 miles an hour.
Give me
Facts.
Randy Johnson.
Facts. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
What was that? What are you talking about, Gus?
Vic and
Oh, yeah. So Vic has a better arm. So I'm not saying because I know how it's being looked at. It's being looked upon as career-wise. If we
No,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
career-wise,
facts.
Patrick Mahomes all day. But if I'm talking player to player, I'm like, yo, pick your poison. I'm not mad either way, is what I was saying. I didn't say Michael Vick was better than Patrick Mahomes, but in my mind, he's the equivalent of a modern day Patrick Mahomes. And like I said, if you drop him off from when he got drafted into when Patrick Mahomes got drafted, in the era we in, Michael Vick would have had 4 championships, maybe lost one of the ones that Patrick Mahomes lost. I mean, won one of the Super Bowls that Patrick Mahomes lost. So that's where I stand.
I could jack
I'm
that.
ready for anybody
I
that,
could-
that disagrees with it.
Yeah.
Come on with it.
I got one. And I don't care what y'all say or what y'all think about it. And I'm going to stand on it. And I'm not going to say the equivalent neither. I'm going to stand on what I'm about to say. He was better than Steph Curry. And if you put him in Golden State, oh, you don't know who he is? You know Allen Iverson. If you put Allen Iverson, if you switch the places and you put him on Golden State, how they score the basketball, how they get it done looks
Good
different.
comparison, facts.
The same results though. AI going to get you those 30s, those 40s, those 50s. It's not going to be a whole bunch of threes, but AI going to get you the same production Curry gave you, if not more.
You're going to piss a lot of people off with that.
I don't
but you
care
ain't
what
just
they
tell a
say.
lie.
Allen Iverson
tell a lie.
is better or just as good as Steph Curry. And I'm going to say better because he did it all around the board. He'll mix you. He can pull up. Steph is not a big pull up and shoot guy. Steph is not a pull up jump shooter. Steph is a catch and shoot guy. I'm not saying that he can't. Obviously, he does shoot off the dribble.
Right.
AI shoot off the dribble. AI mix you, get to the rim. Every now and then he'll step back and shoot a 3-pointer. I got Chuck over Steph Curry. And I ain't got no problem with Steph.
To me,
I got AI over Steph Curry.
Curry,
If you put AI over there, AI gets 4 championships.
Right, I believe it. And my thing is Steph, and my thing is
And
this.
he played defense.
Right, he led the league in steals.
And he
3
plays
times.
defense.
But I think Steph did too. But they passing lane Steelers. But my thing is this: Steph had his chance. To me, and this was gonna be me being unbiased, and that was the year that Draymond went out. I think a little bit more than halfway through the season, he went out.
Okay, yeah.
And Klay Thompson was injured. I think this was maybe. I
Oh, you
think
talking about when they played the Bucks?
No, this is the year that they made. They didn't make the play-in. They just didn't make the playoffs at all.
Okay.
And I'm not putting all the blame on him, but I'm like, well, the team that you had was just as bad as the team Allen Iverson took to the finals. So that was my.
I say you Steph and
Yeah, and that's why from that day forward, and that was a few years ago, I think maybe 5-6 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And once that happened, I just said to myself, I'm good. Like that was his chance to prove to me he was better than AI for basically having a team that he had and not even being able to pull him into the playoffs, opposed to AI pulling that team he had into the finals. So yeah, I always had Allen Iverson better than Steph Curry, but Stephen Curry just so happened to have a better career. Shout out to Steph.
And a way better team. Let's be honest. AI ain't played with no Draymond and no Klay Thompson. The Warriors. What's so underrated about the Warriors championships? What people got to pay attention to? Their role players were top of the line, bro. They had top of the line 6 men. They had top of the line benches, bro. They had Sean Livingston coming off the bench at 6'6". We all I don't care who you are. If you was a basketball fan and you didn't think Sean Livingston was going to be a really good player if he stayed healthy, you're bugging. We all knew the type of player he could be. They had Iguodala coming off the bench. They had Zaza Pachulia coming off the bench, wrecking hat. They had really good teams. Some of these players didn't have the role players and players who not only knew their role but wanted to play their role and play their role well. So you gotta take all of that into account, bro. All of that plays a part. Let me ask you this before we get into the draft. I gotta word it correctly. After Allen Iverson, other than LeBron James, have you ever seen a team? Have you ever seen a player take a team to the finals?
Dirk Nowitzki. A lot of people don't agree with that, but a lot of those guys, nobody expected that. And then, like I said, I'm looking at these guys. Yeah, he had Jason Kidd. Yeah, he had JT the Jet. He had all those guys, but these guys is in the back end of primes. And then you gotta look at JT. JT never even really had a real prime. He just was a decent NBA player. Shout out to JT the Jet. But I would say Dirk. And then yeah, just Dirk Nowitzki and AI from what my own two eyes witnessed.
I think Dallas had a team that year, but Steph. I only was saying that to say this.
Mm-hmm.
I've only seen 3 guys take a team to the finals. None of them was Steph Curry. I've never seen Steph Curry take his team to the finals by himself.
No argument here.
Having nobody else around him. AI ain't have no help. Out of all of them, though, Dirk Nowitzki easily had the best team out of all of them. LeBron, AI, and Dirk. His team was clearly better than Bron's and AI.
No, I put LeBron. I say LeBron had the best team out of all of them.
No, there's no way. Jason
Zydrunas
Terry,
Ilgauskas.
J-Kid.
Yeah,
Hell
he's a
no.
Lord.
You are fucking... You
Zydrunas
bugging.
Ilgauskas is an underrated dude.
I like
Zydrunas
Big Z, but
Big
you
Z was putting in
bugging.
work.
Hell no, don't do
Who
don't
else
do
is on-
that.
who else
And
is
Big
on
Z
the
always had the
rosters?
foot injury. He used to be injured.
Um,
Yeah, Mo Williams,
Anderson,
Devontae Williams. I don't think that
Varejao.
wasn't that year though.
These guys had a lot of
Danielle
guys,
Marshall,
man.
bro. Come on.
We talking about the final? The team we went to the finals? Or
Yeah, the finals team, bro. There's nobody over
The
there.
team was pretty sucky because I don't even
And they didn't even have
remember.
Mo Williams over there yet. That was
But when I
black
look back,
team.
that was a good defensive team. I think they led the league, the East Coast, and wins that year.
That team was
They-
trash.
I
Dirk's team was the best team by far.
Yeah, we gonna. Yeah,
Out of
we
all
gonna-
3 of those teams, look it up, chat. LeBron's team, Dirk Nowitzki team when he went to the finals. I'm talking about the LeBron team that played the Spurs, that first championship. And you're going to look at Dirk Nowitzki's team when he won the championship. And you're going to look at Allen Iverson's team when he took Philly to the finals. Who had the better team? Answer that. We're going to clip that one up. We're going to clip that one up. Chat?
Yeah,
Oh.
ready for the draft. We can move forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, before we get out of here, we told you at the beginning of the show we're going to start our draft today. This is the first round of the Spur of the Moment Sports Show official NBA all-time draft. The first pick does go to my boy Swiss. The first pick, you on the clock.
Damn, man, I feel kind of bad by having a first pick, man. I really do.
You feel
I really
bad.
do. I feel bad. But it ain't no wonder, you already know where I'm going, man. The GOAT himself, man. I'm going to go Michael Jeffrey Jordan. That's what I'm taking right off the rip.
Damn.
Right off the rip. I ain't going to play around.
I thought he's going Chuck. That's crazy.
Nah, man, no. I love AI, man, but I'm a realist. You know what I mean?
Damn. So
Who you taking? You know what I mean?
Oh my God! I can't pick AI because he could have Kobe and Michael on the same team. I can't do that. And he ain't sip his drink, chat. He ain't shit. All right. So the second pick in the first round, Spur of the Moment Sports Show. I'm gonna choose the Mamba mentality, bro. I'm going to choose Kobe Bryant for my first overall pick. And bro going to take Mike for his first overall pick. Outro.
All right. Well, yeah. I'm going to let you do the saying after I get finished. You know what I mean?
Oh, do your thing.
Yeah. Great show. Glad y'all was a part of it. Shout out to the chat. Glad y'all was here. Yeah, it's another one, man. Get ready for the next episode. We love y'all. Appreciate that y'all here, man. I'll let Gus with the outro, man.
Yes, babe. What the fuck? Yes, bro. This has been another episode of the Spur of the Moment Sports Show. Sometimes we talk drama. Sometimes we get. Oh my God.
It's all good.
It
happens.
All right. This has been another episode of the
That's
Spur
really
of the
my
Moment
fault.
Sports Show.
I gotta learn that. Once I learn to
you
get
good,
it down
bro.
pat, you already know what it is.
Nah, you said you. This has been another episode of the Spur of the Moment Sports Show. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we talk drama, sometimes we get a little messy, but 100% of the times we talk sports. We appreciate you. This has been episode 10. My boy Dev was the host. He did a beautiful job. I think he did a tremendous job.
Appreciate
all the
that.
way messed with the topics. It was a great show. But yeah, stay tuned because we got a couple more guests coming up. This upcoming Tuesday, we're supposed to be having Felton Murder Jr. back in the building. If you didn't hear the first time when I made the post, We did the episode, but we had some technical difficulties. It wasn't able to get posted on YouTube, so we're definitely gonna do that episode over. I appreciate him for being a good sport. So please check out the episode. We're gonna try to get a shot early. I will let y'all know. And next Sunday, a week from today, we got 2 dog breeders coming to the building, bro. We got 2 dog breeders in the building to come talk about all type of dogs. So dog breeders, tap in. If you a lady that got a dog and you be wanting to ask questions, or if you a guy that got a dog and you don't know too much about dogs, the guys I'm gonna bring on the show really know a lot about dogs. They've been breeding dogs for a nice long time now. They both care about dogs a lot. They both take care of their dogs. I know people who buy dogs from them. So yeah, man, if you're a dog breeder,
2 of the best in the hood, man. Real
nah,
talk.
facts.
Facts.
If you're a dog breeder, get next to us next Sunday. We're gonna have the dog breeders in, and like I said on Tuesday, Felton Murder Jr. will be back in the building. I'm thinking about doing some type of streaming for the playoffs. I'm not sure yet. I will let y'all know.
That's what they want, right?
Yes, they want that. But yes, man, we appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all. Thank you. I want to give a big thank you to everybody who went and followed the Spur of the Moment page. When I tell y'all, I really do truly love and appreciate y'all. I really do. We was at 83 followers 2 days ago, and we have been stuck on 83 followers for like 2 weeks. We need another 17 followers so we can go live from the Spur of the Moment page. We made a couple posts and we got like 30 new followers. So I appreciate that, man. That was huge. I love y'all for that, man. Our next episode Tuesday, we should be at that 60-day threshold. If not Tuesday's episode, definitely next Sunday episode, we will be going live only from the Spur of the Moment page. So get ready to tune over to the Spur of the Moment page because I will not be going live from my personal page no more. We have an actual business page for Spur of the Moment where we will be conducting actual business and taking our interviews and stuff from that page. So be on the lookout, man. Yes, we got a couple new things for y'all coming up, but I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here, man.
Yeah, happy Easter, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Likewise, you already know. So
happy holidays to you guys. Like I said, I'm your boy Gus. It's my boy Swiss. It's been another episode of Spur of the Moment. Sometimes we talk drama, sometimes we get a little messy, but 100% of the times we are gonna talk sports. I love y'all more, man. Stay blessed.
Shout out to Playboy. Happy birthday, man. I love you.
Shout out to the chat. Love y'all, chat. Turn your mic off, buddy.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, good shit, bro. Another one.
It's the word for the night. What you getting into?
I ain't doing shit.
I ain't
doing nothing. I'm trying to stay away from this crazy bitch. Shit's so annoying, bro. Oh, the mic's still for real. I got the king. Matter of fact, let me end this. Last week it was acting funny when I was trying to end a live. I don't know why. See, that's what I mean. Yes, please.